Hey, good evening, and welcome to tonight's episode of Loot, Die, Repeat, where a bunch of us schmucks sit around, roll dice, and do some collaborative storytelling while we laugh at each other, that we like to call our version of Dungeons & Dragons. We appreciate you being here with us as we tell our stories, and as a way of saying thank you, you can see the giveaways right here, and it is a glorious day, because we finally got out all of the past mini winners and dice winners. Several of you should have already gotten your packages. Many of them were arriving today. For those who won dice and or some of the smaller minis, the big packages with the big dragons and the larger quantities of minis will be sent out. They're all packaged and sent out, ready to go. So they should be arriving in the next week or so as well. Apologize for the delay, and thank all of you for your patience and for being the amazing community that you are. We really, really, really appreciate you all, which is why we have these giveaways. And so there's going to be some dice given away tonight. 2 sets of dice, one at the beginning of the show, one at the end of the show, or, you know, whenever we remember to give them away. And I believe we are 90 new subs away from that sorcerer dragon, which you can see rotating there. So again, thank you so much for being the amazing community that you are. We really appreciate you guys. And of course, you can affect the game through the cheering of bits, and you can type in ! rewards for all of the different ways that those bits can influence the game, from the purchasing of advantage or disadvantage to the purchase of spells and temporary hit points and class features. There's lots of things you can do to affect the game. And we encourage you to, of course, participate in the chat, because we like to hear what you have to say and what you think. And so we would love for you to engage. Our players are also engaging when they are not themselves role-playing. When they're not dying. Yep, when they're not dying. And we just love the active community that you are, so please engage with us in the chat. We got some crazy stuff going on tonight, and I'm going to tell you how we got here right now in our little recap. So our adventurers, who finally have a name, the R.A.T.S, which is an acronym for Rage with a Y, R-A-Y-G-E, Rage Against the Storm, which you, the community, helped them arrive on. In the aftermath of the utter annihilation and systematic decapitation of the Jabberwock that they faced at the top of the Mad Wizard's Tower, the party took some time to harvest the scales and the leather of the Fey Dragon, Cacophony and Celine, leading the way in that harvesting. Cacophony, the new ally, the Kenku Warlock, who they found in the tower, and of course Celine, our resident field medic, were able to rather successfully chop up the Jabberwock and keep many of its useful bits. Whereas the rest of the party sought to go with Greer, the wizard / arcanist, who they just saved from being in a curse-like slumber through the true love's kiss of Hasheen and Celine, though whose true love that is quite unclear, and what that whole thing meant is a bit awkward, as Celine and Hasheen have not taken any time to actually really discuss the aftermath of their little lip lock. And ultimately did receive, as a party, the writ of passage to be able to enter back into the city of Brass, where all of this started, where they need to return so that they can continue on with their travels through the plains. But before they can head back to the city of Brass, they still need to secure the Moat of Shadow, which is, they've been told, the key to eliminating the spreading and multiplying shadowy threat that is overtaking the City of Brass like a plague. And so, traveling to the nearest possible location of a mote of shadow, the party decided to travel to the oasis of Mukfat the Blind, or otherwise known as the tomb or the mausoleum of Mukfat. And it is a 5 days travel across the wastes, and along their way there, they rolled on a random encounter table, a d20. The first of those encounters was a ash storm, which they were all successfully able to weather, with the exception of Hashin, who took 2 levels of exhaustion. The next day, they came across a very odd table.
Oh, yeah! Darn!
With 14 drawers, each of them a unique wood, which Ray, the storm giant barbarian adolescent, picked up, admired the workmanship, and it seemingly tucked up into her hands, almost into the size of a laptop, and she tucked it away into her backpack. 1 level of exhaustion was returned upon the long rest by Hashin, and the 3rd day, which technically is the 2nd day of actually progress made, they were going through a field of small lava fissures when they heard a voice ring out. Who travels my wastes? Face the wrath of the Untitled Imix. And with that, the scene opens as the party sees a massive fire elemental that has emerged out of one of the large lava fissures to their north. The form of a humanoid bearing over them about 15 to 20 feet in the air. A entirely flame-made creature with piercing red eyes within the flame that glows with a yellow intensity as it looms up over them and begins to move towards them. I am going to give each of you 1 round.
Okay, great.
To seek to attempt something as this creature is welling up what looks to be a large ball of fire in its hand.
Jeez.
So, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Does anybody remember what the advantages are?
Thank you, Mills, for the subs. Appreciate that. Down to 80 for that dragon.
I don't think that's accurate, is it?
I don't believe that is accurate.
It feels right.
It
because,
does feel right,
you know,
actually.
Yeah, that is not being updated. So,
Okay, well, I go
I'm gonna roll for, as you can see, unfortunately, sadly, our storm giant Ray and our purple goblin fighter Vex are unable to be here tonight. And Vex, enjoy your vacation, my friend. I'm gonna do my best to kill your character while you're not here. And Ray is super hard to kill, so it would have to be something crazy. But I'm coming after you too, Molly. Here we go. All right. 21 to 25 on your initiative.
23.
23 for Hugo. Anyone else? That, my friends, is a crit for Ray.
Okay, Ray's got this.
And that is a... that's an 18 for Hugo. So Ray is at a 23, I believe, as well. I'm sorry, Vex is at 18. 16 to 20?
20.
20 for
18.
Hasheen. 18 for Celine. Cacophony?
11.
11. All right. And where is my Arcomental?
Are you saying Arcomental?
Yes.
Not Arca.
Arco. A-R-C-H-O. It is a
What is the root of that word, please?
transcendent elemental being. It is what they're referred to in D&D lore, the 4 Arcomentals of Earth, Wind, Fire, and Heart.
Yeah. Their favorite group is, or their favorite song is September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Nice.
Yep, yep.
Wind.
All right, so
You're level 5, right?
I am.
Hugo, you see this creature beginning to move forward. It doesn't even seem to be
advantages.
walking. It is almost gliding along this lava-pocked landscape. And you can feel the heat rising as it gets closer. You get the sense that within a certain radius, there is damage dealt just by being in proximity to this
Stand
creature.
there. Take it.
Yep,
Oh, wait,
yep.
you're not.
No, I'm not Morthos anymore.
Could you imagine?
Oh.
You could have one-shotted Imix
I know, this would
yourself.
have been great. Just would have like sat in the middle of them.
Look at
I'm
you.
inside you.
Oh, vicious mockery damage.
Well, little hot in here.
Well, hell.
Yep. No chance you would just let us mosey on by and just keep on going here now, would you?
Please roll a persuasion check.
You got it.
Oh, I did.
Crit. We just
22.
keep going.
You roll the crit?
I did.
Okay, keep going. But think twice before you step on my lawn again, you damn kids! Goes back into his home, talks to his elemental wife. I tell you, honey, they're not that bad. They're just misguided.
How was work today, honey? I was scared a couple adventures, you know.
What that crit affords you is
Time.
a pause as the creature seems to cock its head towards you
Not persuaded.
and respond, "Why shouldn't I immolate you all?"
Well, that just seems like a lot of effort, and I mean, it's probably not worth your time to like just spend all that time and energy to just come after little old us.
Seriously, we are pathetic. Like, we're not even worth it. There's better adventurers around the corner.
It will be no effort at all. As the
Good
fire
try.
dances between its hands. Okay, he's...
That's
It,
a good
she,
effort.
they... I mean, fire is not really a specific gender, per se, but Ray is
Well, I'll
there
say
with
if
her
Hugo
hammer.
will decide as he's saying this, he would walk like
Uh-huh.
15, 20 feet to the right a little bit, just kind of like, I'm gonna just mosey on this way. I mean,
This way?
don't pay me no mind.
This way?
Yeah,
Okay,
like right
that's-
about there,
That's 20 feet.
20 feet.
Can
Okay.
you hold an action?
What
And I'm gonna
what you
start blade. I'm gonna use my bonus action to start blade singing.
Okay, there's a ting as the reverberation echoes through the air. It what would stand in for its head kind of cocks to the side a little bit as the fiery effervescent heat just kind of follows you, its gaze looking at you. And if it could have a smile crest its fire licked lips, that's what you would see, as there's almost a crease that kind of goes up and just flutters away as Ray is there, and she is just looking at you guys. Just tell me when to go. We can take this. Anama's with us.
Ray's punching fire. I love it. That's awesome.
Cacophony, didn't you punch ghosts before? Similar.
Similar concept.
Hasheen,
Yeah,
what are
it's
you
a long
doing?
story.
I'm gonna also start kind of like eyes on it, backing towards Hugo. Like, hey, great and mighty Imix. If you spare us, maybe we could do something for you.
Roll a persuasion check.
21.
It turns its
Many
gaze.
apologies. Just bowing profusely, I back up into Hugo.
You back up into Hugo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to make some distance between us.
I didn't know you were there!
He's not invisible.
I'm not looking at him. I'm looking at the thing backing up.
Got it. Got it.
Don't give a shit about that guy.
So wait, back to you. Your back is this way.
Yes, but I'm backing away from him this way.
Okay, so you're moving to the side.
Yes.
It's theatrics, man.
Yes.
Come on.
Well, I mean,
I'm trying to play this big Arco mental is in front of me. I'm scared shitless. I'm not taking my eyes off of it. I'm trying to talk my way while walking.
got it. So you kind of walk right into.
You slip right into some lava.
Okay.
Oh, there goes that.
Yeah, we could do something for you. Like if you spare us. Or something. Like there's got to be something you want, right?
What can pathetic mortals like you do for me?
I mean, what do you want?
Okay. The creature has not moved forward. 2 20s in a row. 20 above 20s are seemingly getting it to listen to you. Celine, it is your turn.
Can I make a free history check on what I know about, if I've ever heard about him?
Sure. As you rack your brain for Imix. What is this thing?
I don't know anything about him.
What'd you roll?
Let's 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
You know that Imix is a...
Spelled I-M-I-X.
Spelled I-M-I-X. You know that Imix is the self-styled prince of the elemental plane of fire. And is strongest in the elemental plane of fire, which does certainly have many connecting points to the confluence of planes and these cinder wastes, which is a specific kind of transverse nexus between the elemental plane of fire and the elemental of earth, but also connects with the others in this unique confluence. So it's not odd that Imix would have a presence here, but what little you know, Imix is of immense power, but this manifesting presence before you seems to be almost an avatar of the full glory of the prince of the elemental plane of
So
fire.
you're saying there's a chance.
And you know his cousin Amex, the Prince of Debt. High interest debt.
Yeah.
For sure. He
Amex and
he
MX.
needs some financial counseling.
Yep.
Take it away.
Yeah.
Yep. But great perks on their credit cards.
Maybe
Lots
we
of
can
miles.
use the miles to let us fly off of his brother's or cousin's account.
All right. So Celine would, following Hashin's example, start bowing, and she would just say, "We beg your forgiveness, mighty Imix, but perhaps our meeting is actually good fortune. Great Imix, as you know, every fire is fed by oxygen, every bonfire is fueled by wood, and every great ruler is supported by servants, by third parties, by chance wanderers and adventurers like ourselves. We are on our way to the city of Brass, which is currently being racked by spirits and torn asunder. Is there a need that you would have fulfilled by this party on our way there? Or perhaps even in the city?"
The creature leans into you.
What she said.
Says,
Why are you going south away from the city? If that's
we
where
going
you're going.
We are not going there.
Well, we're stopping at somewhere first, but we're
so
on our way
roll a
there.
persuasion check with disadvantage.
Wait.
Do you
What,
have,
he's never heard of adding pit stops on
Do
Google
We
you
are
Maps?
have-
bad at cardinal directions.
do you have any advantages left?
Let me check my notes, actually, because I don't trust what's on there. We are heading there. I'm not lying.
Eventually. We're just not going there now.
Well, we gotta get the thing to get there.
I think that's what we're aiming
Yeah,
at.
I have one. Alright, cool. Actually, I have 2. I didn't use any. Guidance.
Nope.
Sorry. Woo! Oh, disadvantage?
No, well, yeah. Did you use an advantage?
Yeah.
Then it's just a straight roll.
Yeah, I don't know why I rolled 2. I was not
So none
thinking
of those
there.
count.
None
Roll
of
again.
those count. That's a bummer, because that would have been real good. That's better, actually. Alright, that is a 26.
26.
18.
Clearly, I can't use you as a guide.
I'm
Well,
sure I just keep the
Usually
breathing.
we track the sun, but you know it's not real, so.
Who do you serve in brass?
I think everyone else should say not me. Just say. For various reasons.
Vex kind of fans out and gets out the double blades and just starts kind of twirling them, but holds an action observing what's going on. Cacophony, what are you doing?
So, what is the lighting situation like?
The lighting situation.
Lighting.
Well,
Mood lighting?
this very large elemental creature sheds bright
bright,
light
okay.
in a very
So I
large
can't go invisible.
radius. You could go invisible because, but it
It says in dim light or darkness.
you would have to use a spell, not your class
Oh,
feature.
Yes. All right. I'm just going to.
You could try to back
slowly-
away, but it is not the Nightfall Concordance, which perhaps your party would have told you in your travels, because you've seen happen now a couple of times. There is almost a systematic, almost blanket of darkness which covers the confluence of planes, magically done so by the Nightfall Concordance, which has created this day-night cycle every 30 hours for the denizens of the City of Brass that need such things as sleep. So it's an accommodation to the trade partners of the City of Brass. You've seen that cycle go off.
Okay.
You know that you are maybe 15 hours away from that darkness returning.
Okay. So I'm going to back up and start moving in the opposite direction that Hugo and Hasheen are going. So I'm gonna move. I guess where am I down there?
Are you moving towards Helgi, or like you just going straight back?
Vex.
Yeah.
Yes, that direction, but more like lower, like where Ray is, parallel with Ray,
Down here?
over towards the. I'm sorry, I don't.
Weast. It's alright. I'm clearly not the greatest with directions.
That's fine. That works.
Okay.
Yeah,
As
just
you start-
opposite. Yeah.
As you start moving, Vex kind of speaks up in answer to the question.
Oh yeah, we are.
Yormonger. I serve Yormonger. The creature's head snaps towards the small purple goblin
Take
that's
'em.
standing there.
This might be a good thing. Maybe we all serve Whoremonger.
Your monger is distant and weak.
Nope. Scratch that.
Don't say anything. Shut up.
I have no quarrel
Wait.
with Midgard.
Good.
And you?
He turns back to you, Hugo. As on his turn, which
We're talking?
on his turn, as he looks back towards you, the fireball that was being generated in his hand, he looks out and he gives a swipe of his hand.
Okay. Ah, would you look at that? How did we get over here, Hugo? I thought we were right in front of him.
I like what he's done with the place. Great interior decorating.
Basically, any passageway
Yep.
to the south is cut off between these two giant lava fissures, which kind of bracket you guys. The only way to escape would be to flee back the way you are coming, but there is a very large kind of like
So we're in a pit.
you're in a bit of a pit here. Yes.
Metaphorically and physically.
Yes, you could
Yeah.
hypothetically jump over the fissure,
Yeah, hip hop. Right?
but it is. You also know how dangerous lava is. The magma
Make
magma will get you. So On its turn, I'm just gonna scoot this up a little bit so we get a little bit more of that map in there.
Oh, good.
On its turn, it
Do you need those rocks?
not well, depending on what you guys roll.
He just drops the minor minis.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Here, I'll do this so that it's clearer.
Goodness.
Where'd you get those? Did you just grab those from outside?
No.
Or did you buy them?
He absconded them.
You absconded from your neighbor?
Yep.
Vex is yeah. So
That's what
there
it
we
looks
go.
like.
okay.
We can climb it.
Not quickly.
No.
I have pittons.
I know you do.
This creature leans in and continues its dialogue. It says,
Who do you serve?
as it looks to you, Hugo.
Well, I mean, I don't really serve anyone. I just kind of out here helping my friends here.
Okay. He looks to Ray, and she says, I serve Anam, and Anam's better than you!
Hey, shut the hell up. Be quiet. We have a chance here. Shut up.
Someone roll a persuasion check with disadvantage for Ray.
Can we use Hasheen and I stats modifier?
She has a +0 to persuasion.
Awesome.
Yes, you do.
Awesome. Here come 2 20s, guys. No biggie. 9.
Yes! That's what we wanted!
His head snaps towards Ray, and he kind of
Oh no.
moves up towards
Okay, kill her.
and hovers right in.
Please forgive her impetuousness. She has also been mistreated by the Ifrit of the city of Brass, and it has not helped her temper.
Ray takes 10 fire damage
Oh, gosh.
just by being in proximity to the creature.
Ooh.
Celine, you better back up.
I know.
From there.
Can I be
It's a
backing up?
10-foot radius, I think he said.
Backing.
Or I
Well, he
used-
didn't say, but we
Or
can
I
now
knew that.
Or
imply.
by
maybe
reading.
you read it in...
I can't remember conversations anymore.
well, you know what? I'm sorry. It was 15 fire damage
Holy cow.
since you read it.
I don't care. It's not me. Ooh, it's 25 feet in one direction towards you.
No, you and Hugo, now that I'm looking at the
within 10
map,
feet.
are within 10 feet of the wall of fire. So you each need to make a save.
Wait, so is the fire damage as a result of being in 10 feet of him and the wall?
Mm-hmm.
What save do you need?
Within 10 feet
I
of
believe
fire.
it's con save. Let me confirm that.
Good
I
gravy.
thought it was Dex.
I might be wrong.
No, I hope it's con.
I would like Dex.
So as the heat,
Ooh, charisma?
as the, as the heat from the wall of fire begins to lick at your backsides, it is Dex.
The smoke start coming up from the seat of their pants.
What did you roll?
20.
20. What did you roll?
What is it?
Dex.
It is?
Yeah.
12.
12. All right.
Oh,
Um,
dang it, Hasheen.
you take Hasheen. You take
What'd you roll if you only got a 12?
7.
You take 15, the full 15 points of fire. You take 7. This is just FYI. One of the nerfs on him is the damage of his spells.
Wow. That's
Um,
nerfed. Proximity damage is that
Yeah,
nerfed?
that wall of fire and fireball at will for full statted Imix.
Oh.
That's
Oh, that's just fireball, fireball, fireball.
Yep.
Well, that's good to know.
That's good to know.
dang.
So you feel this licking at your backsides. You get the sense you need to get out of there, but you also get the sense that... So as Ray stands up, she's like, I'm not afraid of you! As she just kind of yells out
I
at
don't
him.
like how you're role-playing.
Ray wouldn't be this stupid.
She's wisdom. She got the wisdom modifier, Matt. Know your character.
Listen, Molly's not here. Hasheen, what are you doing?
I'm gonna step up 5 feet.
Yep.
Does that put me in the weird range of Imix?
No, you are in between.
Okay. Who? Why are you asking who we serve? Is there someone you don't like or something like that?
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage because you're not answering the question.
He didn't ask me.
He asked all of you, who do you serve?
You asked directly each time when we came around.
Disadvantage.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, what was the question? You burnt my ass off, and now I don't effing remember. What am I rolling?
Persuasion.
12.
12.
Dude! Yikes!
Well, if it
He's
was
really
No.
if
frazzled.
it was flat, it would have been a 22.
He looks over at you and does not respond to your
Okay,
question.
mango bar, okay? But not really. I got placed here. I want to go home.
Mango bar.
Yeah, I don't like him either. He threw me into a pit.
I've seen how he treats you.
Roll a deception check.
He did throw me into a pit. A fighting pit.
You volunteered.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
So, Imix enters initiative with just a shoot, right?
27.
27.
Yes! There we go.
Mango bar is weak.
I agree. And his name sounds like fruit.
Does he laugh? Come on.
Mango?
He watches the eyes kind of look up as if thinking.
Mango bar.
Roll a performance check. See how
Like
you
a nice
delivered your joke.
This is scary.
11.
11.
It's like a dad joke. I'm sorry. It's not like haha funny. It's more like make you think funny.
Sheesh.
I hate jokes.
As it lashes out with a fire bolt at you. It's equivalent of a... That's cocked. That is an 18.
Yep.
Plus 12. You take 35 points of fire damage.
You have no shot. How much? 35?
Yeah.
Hair just. Whoa! It's a spicy meatball. Okay. I'm gonna stop though.
Celine, it is your turn.
What was the question, DM? I want to be sure you're asking me.
Who do you serve is the
serve?
question that
Okay.
has been asked.
Okay. The Ifrit of the City of Brass used my healing talents to keep their slaves going in the pits. I have no love for them.
Roll a persuasion check.
I have one more advantage. I'm
You're using it, right?
Good thing I did. 23.
23?
Yep.
The Ifrit serve me.
Oh shit!
You need better middle
At least the ones that know their place. Not all of them do.
Oh, okay. There's the inn.
Continues on as it scans the party and its eyes rest on Vex again. Vex says,
You see that?
"Your world will be consumed in nothingness if you do not let us pass. I will give you anything you desire. So let us pass freely in your realm." As there's a bit of a respectful bow with just the head by Vex, the purple goblin. Creature seems to be considering and listening. Cacophony, it's your opportunity to speak if you care to.
Skip.
What the hecky heck is this?
I mean, I'm not addressed, so I feel like I'm not gonna say anything unless specifically asked.
Is he looking at her?
I mean,
Yeah.
Cacophony.
You've got
He did
charisma.
35 points of damage with a firebolt to me. That would put you down.
I know. That's why I'm just going to
You've got charisma. We need over 20s.
stand there. I mean, I'm assuming it'll come to me at some point.
Is he looking at
its
her?
its eyes scan back towards you.
Okay, if
And
it's
is,
looking at
it
me.
is looking in your
Okay,
direction.
she's like trying to like
Okay.
lean out of it.
All right.
She's trying to hide behind Ray.
Yeah. Who clearly put herself right in the path of destruction. So I'm going to slowly creep.
Oh, can I move back, please? I'm sorry, I forgot to.
Oh yeah. Do
Yes.
that.
I don't want to go within the wall though.
You stop 10 feet away from the wall.
I'm gonna slowly walk, as I'm speaking, but slowly walk more towards Vex, just out of right behind Ray. So yeah, like that's
Like there.
perfect.
Okay.
Oh, me? Oh, I serve the Raven Queen. I'm nobody. I just met these people. I'm nothing. I'm nothing to you.
You are nobody! And nobody is on my land.
Thank you, Zim. We all got
One advantage.
one advantage.
But
I
is
know,
it-
you're
what was
right.
the last part he said?
You're
Nobody's
right.
What?
Nobody is on my land.
Nobody's on my land?
Yeah.
You're a nobody and you're on my land.
You serve
Makes me
weaklings. So a test is in order
I hate you.
to see if you are strong enough to serve me.
Oh shit.
And he unleashes a firebolt at Ray, who is standing right in front of him.
Oh no.
That is a 23 to hit. Ray
Miss.
takes 35 points of fire damage.
Gosh. Okay, we tried, guys. We did. We tried.
And you are officially through the talking phase and now must show Imix what you can do. Hugo.
Show me what you got.
Hugo, you're up.
Oh, alrighty then. Level 4 chromatic orb,
Fire.
ice.
Level 4 chromatic orb of ice. All right.
Are you using your advantage on this one?
Yes, we will use an advantage as well.
Okay. So you watch as Zim takes the.
Crit!
There we go.
Oh my goodness!
All right,
Here
to
we
the
go
plate.
Oh, okay, so you guys can do something.
She's like, I didn't say start. I didn't say go.
Yeah. You jumped the gun. No fair.
Wow. Okay. As
That's 50.
Of cold.
A 20 and a 30.
That's got to be doubled, right?
it is not. It is not.
He doesn't like water.
It is. It is not.
I figured it's the most opposite thing to fire,
Can
but
you make chromatic orb water?
no.
Water is
ice. Yeah.
So
I
as
thought it was
you
different.
take out the diamond that you
Jeez.
have kind of tucked or
Yep.
into your like almost wrist, you pull it out and you conjure the cold spell through it as a massive blast of ice pours forth and hits what would be center mass into this flame of fire. And as it seems to catch it unprepared and unaware, there is a massive shatter of the ice as it briefly, momentarily, turns the flame into a spiderweb of ice that then, just as instantaneously, in fact, with an even bigger burst of fire, flames out and melts it away, but not before doing 50 points of ice damage. Are you done with your turn?
Well, I'm gonna move 5 feet forward.
I just wanted to,
Yeah.
just to make sure.
Yeah.
Boy, you edged out his firebolt. Good job. We did it.
Level 4 crit. 15 points more than fireball.
To be fair,
To be fair,
it's technically called a flame blast. And he can
that
do,
makes me feel bad.
he can do it twice per turn. All right, it is now Ray's
Twice per turn. Great.
Yeah,
Great.
it is now Ray's turn, who goes into a
Does
rage
anyone have control flame? Just turn them off.
and
Can you
rushes
imagine?
up
Mariska did.
and starts swinging at Imix.
Are you sure she doesn't fire her scorching ray at it?
She does take 15 more points
Oh,
of
gosh.
fire damage.
How many swings is she taking?
I'm sorry. Should
we let Matt
No,
roll for
she
that?
started her turn there. Yes, 15 points of fire damage. So she takes +9 on her attack. Go ahead.
How many attacks?
2 attacks.
Does she have advantage on any of them?
She has 1 advantage.
No, I mean if she's raging.
She does not. She can recklessly attack and give herself advantage.
What does that do again?
It gives them advantage on her. I mean, she's effed in the A anyway.
So you want to give
Probably
her
getting
more
wall
chances
up
to
no
crit
matter
on her?
what.
That's what I'm getting at. So she may as well give herself the best chance to hit.
All right.
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
First one, 25.
Hits.
Second one,
Okay.
unless that puts him down.
As she hits, the fire sears forth towards her. She takes 15 damage upon hit. Okay. She's down to 63 of 143 FYI. Continue.
Just gotta get out of there.
Okay.
Second attack.
We swing one more and back up.
Will she take it every time?
Probably.
Probably.
Is
I
it
guess
every
we'll
time
find
she
out.
starts her turn
Well, it's
in
another
there?
15
Yeah.
she's going to take if she hits. Oh, I have to do the damage.
You do.
What is it?
It is 1d12 plus 5.
Dang.
6.
But she's raging, so then it's an additional.
Does she have great weapon where, like, if she re-rolls a 1, she can
Yes.
re-roll damage on a 1?
Her feats are Great Weapon Master.
Sweet. DM disadvantage. Thanks,
4 of 'em.
Cybernetic.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's just +5 minus or +10 minus 5. She does not have the. Well, hold on.
No, she has something where she re-rolls 1s, I
Spirit
thought.
Shield, Feral Instinct, Brutal Critical, Reckless Attack. She did not have a fighting style yet, so
Right. So 6 plus whatever her rage bonus is.
I believe that is 3 plus
So
3.
9 damage on the first one.
Okay, so 9 damage. As the hammer swings through the air, it meets the fiery essence as her skin is burned and flayed, but it does seem to take the full damage of the attack.
How's it looking?
Burning.
Impossible to tell. As
Pretty hot.
I am taking the damage away.
Do we want? She's gonna take another 15 if she hits,
So every time she hits, she takes 15.
and she's right up on it.
Ugh.
So she
gotta
backs
get out of
away,
there.
right?
She's got the
gonna take
ranged
a-
hammer thing, right? With her
she's-
ancestors?
She's gonna take a opportunity attack. So where do we want her to take the 15? On the hit or on the retreat?
Well, you don't know how much damage an actual attack by it would do.
Right.
So let's find some information out. All right, Ray, back the F up.
Ow! Oh, it's hot! Oh, distance! She backs up, and there is a slash
Of course.
of the claw. It's a 15.
To hit?
It misses.
Okay.
As the claw slashes forth, and I rolled a 3 on the die.
Didn't learn anything, but she didn't die.
That's good enough knowledge.
And having backed up, she still has her attack action. She can do a ranged,
Oh, with what's his face?
The
with
hammer thing?
her hammer.
David,
Let's
go,
do
David.
and so she calls forth
David,
her
I choose you.
ancestors,
Yes,
and you watch as a very handsome-looking storm giant emerges out, has a sling that throws a spectral stone forth, and go ahead and roll the attack, please.
Don Quavy.
19 plus whatever.
Does that say DM
It
advantage?
No,
does.
it says dis.
It does
It says
say
disadvantages.
DM advantage.
Is there a
Can
rule
you
against that?
target
He's
Helgi
playing against
the
himself.
rest of the fight?
No, he's
don't
not.
worry.
He
I
wants to die.
Here we go. What was the attack?
19 plus whatever.
Oh,
19
boy.
it destroys it. Anakin.
You are the chosen one!
That's literally him falling into the magma too, as
I hate you!
as he's choosing to die.
Don.
You are
wait,
my
wait.
brother.
I hate you.
Go ahead.
Mood.
I don't know what I'm rolling.
1d12 plus 8.
Again?
Yes. That is adding in the rage damage already.
Ooh, 19.
19. As
This is
the
ridiculous.
spectral blast radiates through the fiery body of Imix. You watch as it kind of pauses for a moment, kind of considering the damage that it's taking, and then looks up again with the smile
I don't
cresting
like that.
its face. Very good. As it takes 19 points of damage. And it is now Hashin's turn. Come on, Hashin, get your 180 point round out. See what you got.
Okay, I'm gonna Hexblade's curse it.
Yeah. See if you can do this to me 2 battles in a
Let
row.
me haste him! You got it, Jake!
So Hashin kisses his ring, and this purpley mist goes around and then raptures around Imix. And
It kind of looks at itself.
And then Hashin goes, and then a bow apparates, and he uses his advantage.
Okay, so there's your 1 advantage being used. Thank you again, Zim, for the advantage.
No! No, you didn't!
No, I didn't. I just didn't hit. 17.
17. The arrow flies forth and seems to hit it, but it, in fact, was just a wisp of flame as it just passes through.
Second shot misses too.
The second, you aimed very quickly and shot both arrows in quick succession. The spectral arrows fly forth and seem to pass through just wisps, not hitting the main form of its body. Are you staying there or are you moving?
I'm gonna stay there.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. I'm dead if I get closer or further. Or get
Celine,
hit, so
you are up.
I will... I gotta check the range on this. Hold on. I'm within 30 feet of Hugo, right?
You are not within 30 feet of Hugo presently. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You'd have to
So
move
close.
5 feet
yeah,
over.
can you just 5 feet?
5 feet. You
Just to get
feel
range.
though. You feel the heat at your back, and as Hugo comes within range, you kind of focus your divine power within you. What do you
And
do?
I cast Sanctuary on myself. And I'm leaving. I'm
She said it. You heard her.
I'm twin casting haste on Hashin and Hugo.
Okay, and this is your once a day ability. Please describe how you do that.
So as I move closer to Hugo and Hashin, you just see the rune etch itself glowing on her forehead, and then she just puts out her arm like this, has the spell, and then tears it in two and fires it at both of them.
And both of you immediately feel your physical presence sped up. And you know this feeling you have been hasted, and it is a jolt of energy as you have an additional attack. You have higher armor class, harder to hit, and you have additional speed, and your thoughts are running at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
And +2 to Dex saves.
Dex saves as well. Very good.
And I am running then towards the boulder. I don't want to be within 10 feet of the thing,
It's a
though.
nice boulder.
It's a nice boulder, and I want to go
boulder.
sit there.
That's 30 feet right there. Is that where you want to go?
No, not in that group. Well, I mean, it's probably ticked at Hugo right now. No, just keep me back where I was. Can you just edge me? I'm sorry I made you move that. Can you make me like 10 feet closer to the boulder? But I want to be right in the
That's
middle
your
of the
full
group.
full movement from here. So
Right, so just back where I was. And then just edge a little bit closer to Ray. But not crazy amount.
all right.
There we go. Sorry.
No, good. You're good. As that happens, its eyes look at what you've just done and look back at you, and it holds out a hand
okay.
and kind of turns it over and
like
makes
that.
a fist as you feel flame emerge around you and begin to...
Can I counterspell this?
It is not a spell. This is a legendary action as it
Nice.
pulls the heat from out of the atmosphere and seeks to immolate you. What you can do...
What can I do
is roll a Constitution save to see how much of this you're going to resist.
Oh my gosh. All right, I'm using an advantage.
You should. And
It just has
you
straight up.
guys, listen, those fire resistance
Ouch.
potions would be so clutch for you right now.
Crit. So 26.
Okay. As the fire swirls around you and begins to burn away your outer garments, you quickly
Strategic.
drop to the ashen soil and kind of roll through it and stand back up. You take 35 points of fire damage.
Jeez.
That is halved. You do not take the full 70 points.
Oh, I would have been down. That's insane. All right.
And you are no longer immolated.
Immolated.
I didn't see. Oh. Badger, is that strings? Badger has cheered
Fire resistance.
for fire
all
resistance for
from
everyone.
the
I don't know if that's strings or not.
From the 2%.
That is meaning from Marishka's 2% of humanity. I presume that's what he's referencing. And therefore, I would imagine that's no strings.
I like it.
So
Sweet, another advantage for you. Though.
that means
go
no,
dive
those
in.
are not advantages.
No, I
No,
meant
he
I
got
got
one.
one.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
By
But
Don
you all
Quixote.
have fire resistance, which means that that 35 is now halved down to 17.
Sweet.
So she will get 18 points of health back. Okay. Thank you, Badger. Appreciate your generosity. All right.
How's the stream going? Being told that a lot of people have us bouncing or lagging. Is there something we can check?
Our bit rate, I don't know, looks pretty steady on my end.
It's just probably city.
Is he the only one? Is there a bunch of people?
A couple others. One of them use be trolling is because he's in a hotel and he said it's bad
Okay.
internet. It's
Several say it's good for them,
probably
so
bad internet.
I
okay.
got 18 back.
Sorry, guys.
Yep.
Yes.
Hopefully our audio is good and our stream is good, so good. All right, so you get 18 health
Yep.
back because of Badger's generosity, so thank you again, Badger. As
Thanks,
Imix
Badge.
kind of looks at you and sees you not only resisted, but you also didn't burn as easily. Your patrons are more powerful than you look. Referring to whoever you serve. Which you said you don't. You said, the way you answered it was that you don't serve the Ifrit, but you didn't say who you do in fact serve. Celine.
Yeah. Lauren.
Sneaky,
Vex
sneaky.
is now up. And Vex.
Dang.
Thank you again, Badger. Vex rushes forth into the flame and makes his 2 attacks. Please roll for Vex.
Oh, can Ray reduce the damage on me further with that thing that she has? Spirit Guardians?
It was not an attack roll. It was.
Felt like an attack. I felt attacked.
If it makes an attack roll,
You'll know.
Okay, actually, yes, it can reduce the damage. Ray can use her reaction.
Oh, wait. Okay, sorry. I don't want to steal it if she's going to use it for anything
No, it's okay. You're good. I don't.
I didn't know it was a reaction.
Honestly, it's fine. It's not like it's gonna. She's not losing anything by doing this.
Disco Inferno.
2d6. You get 7 points further reduced. So 7 points of healing back to you.
Okay, cool.
Okay? And that is her reaction. Because you're within 30 feet of her and you take damage. All right, very good. Vex rushes up and takes out his double-bladed scimitar and begins to ravage the side of the flaming fire elemental. Please roll 2 attacks for me, and it is a +8 to attack.
So an 18 and a 20.
18 and a 20. Okay. Those both hit. Please roll a 4d4 plus 10.
need to boogie it up with some autos.
As the slashes go through the creature's body, the flame licks
21.
at Helgi / Vex. 21 points of damage. That's really good.
Very good.
All right. And he takes 30 points of fire damage.
Can we trap him in Helgi's whirlwind, his tornado?
I mean, is that...
And now for the spinning wind, 10-foot radius.
that is...
Oh, suck him in like a vacuum.
bonus action spells. Reaction. Where are your spells? Enlarge or silvery barb shield. I don't... Features and traits. I don't see that in here.
Is there a theme going on?
Which one's the other one?
Yeah, what are you thinking for Darlin?
Is that
Wasn't
a...
she like, I don't know.
I don't know what spell that
Objectified?
is or what feature the spinny wind
Probably
is.
by
I don't know what
herself.
that is. I don't know where I'm looking, Steve.
Just
It
let him
is
just say
action,
it.
no
It
prob.
happens.
Hmm?
D&D Beyond is not updated.
Oh, yeah. I don't have. If I don't have it in D&D Beyond, then I don't know what your stuff is.
He says
Sorry.
it is
Rico.
action, no prob.
All right.
That's funny.
All right. So as that happens, the double-bladed scimitar melts under the fire, not being a innately magical weapon, just being a bonded weapon. So he will need to be able to reconstitute it and summon it back, which he can do. But the double-bladed scimitar melts away. If I'm reading this correctly, well, maybe it might make it magical. I just want to...
I thought it did.
Mm,
It's basically a packed weapon.
right. It is weapon bond, magical bond,
Another 4th level and you're right.
can't be disarmed.
Buddy.
Summon as a bonus action.
Would melting it disarm it?
Yeah, I'll say it's still there. It's still there. It didn't melt away. I don't want to... That's... It does not melt away, but if it wasn't a magical weapon, it would have. All right. He looks up at Imix and says, "What do you want?" As he slashes through the 2 times, and it is now back to Cacophony.
All right. So,
Blast this thing.
I was going to try something new.
Vampire
Squeeze her
touch?
armpit.
No, I have to actually
Yeah, I know.
touch it. Oh, okay. Are you crazy?
I'm gonna go up there and vampiric touch him.
Dude, it smells like fried chicken on the battlefield.
You do 7 points of damage, he does 15 back.
Yeah.
This was worth
But she
it.
heals some of that.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm going to cast Hunger of Hadar. So,
I like that spell.
No. We might be able to double team this.
all right. So this is new for me. So I'm
Give me-
like
give me
shake
the-
out my hands.
Yep.
You know, rub my hands together, and then
Cacophony.
cast Hunger of Hadar.
And so Cacophony rubs her little Kenku hands together, reaches out her hands towards the massive Archomental, and darkness begins to emerge from the ash soot soil below as bubbles of what looked almost like a dark black liquid bubble up
Cacophony says,
beneath.
"No fried chicken today."
It's a 20-foot
worked!
radius.
Oh, thank goodness it
Where
worked.
are you positioning this?
He's gonna be the center.
He's the center.
The ring already on.
Okay, that does put Vex in.
I don't think he minds, right?
No.
I love it.
All right. And so, and this is being cast at what level? It's your highest level.
um.
That's awesome. Feather hat
Third?
elemental.
Third level.
Third level. Okay.
You go, girl.
And so
Somewhere
it needs
in
to
here,
make
darling,
it
go,
needs to
"That's
make
my
a
best
dexterity saving throw.
friend." Oh, I bet it's good at that.
That's a 1,
Oh, yay!
natural 1, and so you get to roll your cold damage
Wow, she adapted quickly.
and acid damage, so 4d6 total.
Ah. All right. So the
Nice
first set was
try,
8
nice.
8. Okay.
Your cold damage
cold damage. Yeah.
and acid is
3.
Okay, you watch as several milky white
there it is.
tentacles
You got advantage.
emerge out
Oh, I
of
should've
the
used one.
blackness
Oh, well.
and in like a pseudopod fashion began to whip out and connect with the fiery form that is hovering over this now blackened darkness, which is a 20-foot radius sphere. As this cold now embraces the battlefield, which is kind of overwhelming the heat for a moment. Vex also needs to make a dex save.
What's his dex?
His dex save
Jake just dropped it by accident.
is a +5.
14.
14. What is your spell save DC?
Probably 15, right?
She is lower than us. Remember that.
Yeah, well, Darlin's is like
16.
I think.
So he also takes the
8 and 3.
8 and 3, so 11 points of damage
Oh no.
for...
Don't worry, Steve. We'll kill your character for you. The players.
All right. As darkness overtakes him and begins to eat away at his soul, you hear a
Oops.
you hear a
My bad.
you hear a yell of surprise from within the darkness. It's like, the void comes for me.
Yes, it does. Stay there, buddy.
Give him hell! Grab something, give it hell!
This is your monger speaking. 1v1. Roll for deception, and we're out of there.
All right. It is now the turn of Imix.
No, it's not.
You hear a... and suddenly the form is behind you.
Why though?
And takes a slash out towards you, Celine.
I wasn't targeted. Does he need to see to do this?
No,
His
he
teleporty thing?
he is connected to the essence
yeah.
of fire
Alright,
all
how
around
much
him.
damage am I taking?
Well,
I have a
it's
13 AC.
30 to hit.
Miss.
You take
Uncanny dodge.
a total of 25 points of damage. 15 fire damage halved to 7
Yay.
because of your fire resistance, and 10 points of...
Holy cow.
I'm sorry, I'm wrong. 15 points of bludgeoning damage, or slashing damage as the fire slashes across your back, and 10 points of fire damage halved to 5, so 20 total. Okay. As it takes a... actually, no, I have to roll that at disadvantage.
I already did the math. Where was
Doesn't
I?
matter. 16 and 18, they 28 and 30. Then takes an attack against Ray with the second attack.
Feel
That is... Oh my goodness!
hella targeted.
Another 3. 15. And she whirls around in time to see him and ducks out of the way as the fiery fist moves past.
Do we want to use... We already used a reaction this round, I think.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
lowered.
Yeah.
the
He then points a finger towards Cacophony.
thing. All right, come on, guys. Gonna have to counterspell this one.
And releases a flame blast.
We can't counterspell that.
This is an attack being rolled with disadvantage because it's not against Ray.
Okay.
I am now using an advantage that I have 4 of them, so this will take me down to 3. which makes it a straight roll.
Alrighty.
It's a 25 to hit.
Well, that hits.
Okay, that's 35 points of fire damage to you.
Jeez. Is he
That'd be half though, right?
Halved
She's-
or no half?
Halved
Okay, good.
to 17. But I do need you to make a concentration save, which means you need to roll above a 10 on your Constitution save. Roll above a 10.
Should have used an advantage.
Go ahead and use it.
You
Use
have
one.
8 advantage.
Use
I
it.
had 9. Now I have 8. Okay.
Use them. Why would you not use an
14.
advantage with
14.
Imix?
Hunger of Hadar remains up,
Okay. I forget. Which is why I have
but you do take 17 points of fire damage.
another.
No,
17?
just
okay.
boop.
Oh, she's got 10 hit points.
Okay, you get 2 points of temporary hit points. Thank you, Chef.
Okay.
As it is now Hugo's turn.
Well, I guess it's good I don't serve you because I've been to barbecues that are hotter than this shit.
Why would you do that?
As he casts Chromatic Orb again at level 4.
Okay, second level 4 spell. Let it go.
Yeah, with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Do it again. I dare you.
No, I didn't do it again, but it's
Close.
going to be a lot. It's like 27.
It hits.
Close. Twin it. He's
As
twinning it.
you-
He's twinning it.
You release again the icy
Goodness.
ray of energy that
22.
impacts squarely, doing 22.
And then for his second action, he's going to take the dodge action.
Dodge action is taken. All right.
Is that all your haste?
Celine and Ray, you each take 7 more points of fire damage because you are within
Jeez.
the 15 feet of the creature. Okay.
At what point, though, in the turn order?
At that, he
That makes sense.
returns over to you. And Hugo and Hasheen, you each take 7 points of fire damage. As Ray is now up, she will rush forward within range and make her 2 attacks from a distance. Please roll 2 attacks for Ray. Plus 9 to the attacks.
23 and a 17.
17 does not hit, but the 23 does, unless you were rolling with advantage.
No, you just said roll 2 attacks, right?
I did. So
Yeah,
you
so I just
neither-
rolled one and
Okay,
one.
so one of those hits. Please roll 1d12 plus 8.
15.
15. As the hammer flies through her hand, and then with kind of a backswing, you watch as Oliver emerges,
Oliver.
and you hear a kind of a "What's going on?" as "Oh crap!" as he sees this massive fire elemental, and Oliver kind of swings and lets go a spectral sword, which impales through Imix as another figure emerges, this time a powerful-looking woman with a massive spear, Storm Giant, who throws the spear, and the spear swings,
Go,
just
Siri!
flies wide over the shoulder of the creature, missing. As it is now Hasheen's turn, who is
Sheen will cast Banishment,
banishment.
and we're going to use a disadvantage against you.
Okay, I will use an advantage, so I roll straight.
Yes!
What is the specific
I think it's Charisma.
charisma?
He is not a charismatic guy.
Yes, Charisma.
I don't feel
Okay,
charisma.
doesn't matter whether he... I think he fails, but a legendary resistance will be used, so it does not work. Okay?
We
That's
tried.
one legendary
well.
resistance gone, though. As it feels the void-like energy beginning to wrap around it, it looks around and just kind of shakes itself out of the spell and resists the banishment, and yet kind of looks down at Hasheen with a little bit of a approval in its eyes. Like, okay, got something going on there. Is Hasheen staying there?
He would back out of the 10 feet, I'm sure.
Okay. As he does, a fiery claw is loosed towards him with a opportunity attack.
Now we're gonna see.
That is 26 to hit.
Pretty sure that'll hit him.
Yeah.
So pissed.
Sorry, Jake.
Whoops.
And
We figured it out though.
that is 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay, then we know.
And 5 points of fire damage because of, so it's 20 points total.
Halved
Ooh,
the
that's-
fire damage.
The
Halved?
fire damage was already halved.
Oh, so it's
that's
20.
20 total. So he has taken 27 points.
Yep.
How much does he have left? Do you know?
Can you peek at his screen?
22 currently.
So
Oh,
Hasheen
so he
goes down.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He only took 20.
27.
27.
27.
27 just when he appeared.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sheen goes down, and it is now your turn, Celine.
Oh, I didn't put that in, but
What the heck?
As
All
the
right,
fire just begins
oh
to
boy.
catch his clothing and begins to burn at his flesh as he crumples down in a heap,
I'm casting.
breathing heavily, and the smoke and ash kind of obfuscating his lungs.
I'm
You're up,
casting
Celine.
aid.
Okay.
Um,
At what level?
when you target him points by an additional. Okay, 5 for each slot above. Okay. I'm gonna cast it at. Oh, I might actually. I gotta look at my spells. I'm casting it at 4th level.
4th level.
I think if I'm reading this correctly, it gives him an extra 10 points on top of the 5, right? So that'd be 15 points. Your spell bolsters, blah, blah, blah. Choose up to 3. Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration. When you cast it using a spell slot of 3rd or higher, a target's hit points increase by an additional 5 for each slot a level above 2nd. So that's an extra 10.
So that's correct.
So it's 15 total.
So everyone who you choose would get 15 points of healing,
And their max goes up
and their
15.
max would go up 15.
Yes.
Yep. So who are you
Sweet
choosing to
spell.
do this with?
Ray, Hugo, and Hasheen.
Ray, Hugo, and Hasheen. All right. So Hasheen gets 15 points of health back. Ray does as well. Let me give that to Ray.
So what's the total math? Just so I can tell him when he comes
So
back.
you.
So
Minus
he's
27
basically- he's
plus
at
15.
He's just at 15 because
but
he went down to
He
0.
needs to bump his max up
Yep.
by 15 as well.
Okay.
It won't do anything,
It won't.
but
It won't matter
it'll feel
because he's not.
cooler.
You're.
it'll feel cooler.
He's got 15. He's got 15. So, you
So he
can-
just has to subtract a 15. Should I
Well,
just-
whatever his hit points should be at 15. So whatever math is required to put it there.
Okay.
All right. Are you staying there, Celine?
No. Can you edge me? So what's that sphere thingy in the middle? Is that like
That is the hunger of Hadar.
right? But like, is
Yes.
it like
Black.
It is a
Is there
20-foot
darkness?
radius sphere.
then you can't see through it?
You cannot see through it. It is
Okay, I'm edging
magical
around.
darkness.
And there is sound up to 30 feet.
That you hear a
Yes. I think the word they use is a cacophony. Of
cacophony
something.
of slurping
Wow.
and
Yes.
Perfect.
slimy
I had to do it.
tentacle sounds.
Ew.
And you hear a voice. Stay back, Void!
That sounds about right. Can you edge me in a curve along behind it almost?
That's 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. It is now Helgi's turn. I don't know if Don Queve has given us any direction, but I
He's
believe
trying to persuade it still.
in order to get out of there, I believe he is at half speed.
All right, everybody, when he comes
Oh,
down.
it starts his turn there, so roll.
You guys,
So roll your damage again, 2d6.
Alrighty. I don't like
So he
that.
takes this at the start of his turn.
Oh. 8.
8.
Yeah.
Very good. As the cold damage continues to eat away at him, and you watch as he just backs out. He appears right in front of you, Celine, and
Darn it!
and is
This dude's obsessed with me.
No,
has
Vex.
just
Oh, I thought he said
Yeah.
Celine.
acid
Yeah, Vex appeared next to you.
Yes.
Sorry.
has acid burns along his purple.
Wild
Body.
magic, ranged sword, wind attack.
He moves into range to make his 2 attacks. Please make the attacks.
You got it, buddy.
A crit and a 7.
Yes.
7. Okay, so the crit obviously hits. Please roll
I think this.
44 plus 5.
Oh, that's 2 4s. Awesome. 11, so 16.
16.
That's a
okay.
crit.
Yep, 44 plus 5. And then the second one misses. So the first, the wind slashes through. And at first, there is a kind of gout of fire as the oxygenated air moving at a fast rate impacts with the form of the fire elemental. And then there is kind of like the wind continuing to pass through as a part of it is almost slashed or sliced out of it. And for a briefest moment, you see a slash through the fire elemental before the flame catches it again. He looks down and looks back up. Very good. As his eyes are fixed, as the second air kind of wave comes forth, it dodges out of the way. And I need you to roll a d20 to determine where on...
13.
What is it?
13.
13. Okay. Now I need you to roll a d100.
12.
12 after a 13. Is that correct?
Yep.
You all watch as 3 more versions of Vex emerge.
Sweet.
All
Oh,
in the
mirror image?
same
Word.
all in the same pose, kind of ended as mirror image is cast from the surge of wild magic energy around him. And that's very good for Vex.
This is rough.
It is now Cacophony's turn.
All right. How far away is the Imix from me?
Imix is...
I'm wondering if just an Eldritch Blast would hit.
Yeah.
120.
It's
Okay,
60 feet. I think Eldritch Blast is 120.
Yes.
Yep.
Just making sure I'm within that.
You are.
Okay. He's already hexed, right?
He has been Hexblade cursed by Hashin, but you have not hexed him.
Right. Can I didn't know if it was...
Yep, you can.
Okay, I'm
That
gonna
would-
hex.
Okay, that would be your last spell slot to do so.
Yes.
So he is hexed,
Ooh, what?
and now you can make an Eldritch Blast.
If
which
not now, when?
Amen,
Right.
girl. Amen. Good words on a gravestone. If not
Maybe
now,
mine.
then when? Learn.
All right.
It's like little Bibles handed out there.
19.
19 hits. Roll your
Nice.
second. Use Eldritch
So
Blast,
19, I
right?
think?
Yes.
So the
Roll your
19 or
second
18.
blast because you're at level 5 now, so you get 2 attacks with Eldritch Blast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember we pumped your biceps last time.
That's right. This is another like to hit.
Yep.
Okay, 17 plus 8. Someone help me
They
do
both
math.
hit.
But okay.
All right, so now you can roll 2d10 plus 2d6 plus... Oh, wait, do you have Agonizing Blast yet?
No.
Okay, so that's 2d10 plus
Yes.
2d6.
Okay.
I've gotten agonizing blasts this fight. I think we
So
all did.
Oh, you're not
the
done yet.
D10s are 7,
7 total?
7 and 10.
Ooh.
So 17
Nice.
total.
17.
Woo! Cacophony is carrying.
And then 10. for the
27
D6s.
total damage.
Dude,
Woohoo.
you blasted in the last fight,
The
too.
two Eldritch Blasts rip past the dark sphere that is engulfing the
Awesome job.
middle of the battlefield and kind of blow through the body, and it for a brief moment leaves two gaping holes in where its chest would be as you do 27 points of damage. Very nice.
From the other side of the battlefield.
And its head kind of looks up at you and what do I want to do here?
It says we've proved ourselves.
Not yet, but you're getting close.
Wow.
Imix will
This is intense.
move up next to Hasheen
Oh, no.
and just kind of...
Did he leave my area or no?
He did.
So I can take an opportunity attack?
You may.
I can I cast a spell?
Do you have the Warcaster feat?
I do.
Then you may.
Yes.
Yes. Then we're going to freaking chromatic orb. I'm at level 3.
Okay, so
And
I
use
guess
an
when it leaves your threatened radius, there technically would be 5 feet between you, so you would not be casting the ranged spell at disadvantage. So you can use your advantage if you care to.
22.
Yes.
22 hits.
Awesome.
Let's see.
Great, great,
level
great.
As the ice rakes through its body once more, it
That's
looks
22. Also, 8, 6.
Great
It
job.
looks over at you and says, "Very good." As both of its hands just kind of
Oh, no.
gesture downwards and then rise up as a fireball explodes on center. And I need
Okay, 3 of them have +2.
I
No, two
need
of them.
all I need all 3 of you to roll dex save.
Do you want to roll for Hugo? I don't know what his modifier is. Can you peek at that? For Dex?
13
it
on the
doesn't
die
matter.
for him.
Well, actually, it does
5.
matter
Yeah.
because he has fire resistance.
So
So
18 for him.
18 fails.
20.
Wait, I'm sorry. Was that 18 on the dice?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
so +5.
What's his dex?
+5.
+5.
So 23
23.
passes.
Well, +7 actually because he's hasted.
Yeah, +2.
So that passes. Okay.
And I'm like 30 something.
That also passes. All right.
Did we get another
So
fire
both of
resist?
you, Zim is giving 3 more fire resistance to stack. So would that be?
Immunity? Would that be immunity? Would that be immunity?
I mean, the way that I typically play it is that immunity is the next level. Like if you have 2 things that give you fire resistance, then you would get immunity.
Imix now has fire resistance.
So to be able to buy 2 fire resistances for a party, I mean, immunity would be a more... I'll tell you what. Here's what I will do. For that, Zim, thank you so much for... You're amazing. You can choose one of these people to make immune to the fire for the rest of the fight. Either Ray, Hasheen, or Hugo.
Or Celine.
So the others 2 will still retain their fire resistance. So Zim, please let us know in the chat who takes this. Ray needs to roll a dex save. Please add 3 to whatever the roll is,
Oh,
because she is not hasted. Celine, what we got?
you want to roll for her?
What?
I rolled an
the-
8. I rolled an 8.
8. All right, she takes 50 points of fire damage.
How many?
50.
Plus another 15 for being within 5 feet. Okay. She's down to 6 hit points.
Oh, so if I hadn't aided her?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Um,
It's scary being a healer. Okay, can you pick?
So Zim. Don Quebe says Ray. Who's being picked?
I vote Ray. Just because. It's Ray.
Don Quebe says pick Ray.
Da 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 da. Why Ray? What is Ray? The 500?
Do we have a choice?
I think they're still picking. Do you want to do the first giveaway while they're picking?
Yes, we'll do a first
PSK.
giveaway.
There you
First
go.
giveaway for the
I
dice
picked.
tonight. Whoever wins this giveaway, you can see the 2 sets of dice that are there. You can choose which of those 2 you want.
Ray gets it.
Ray. All right.
All right.
So that means the 65 points of damage go back to Ray. Okay, she is healed. Wow.
Oh, whew.
Okay, Ray's healed. That's big time. Hugo
Hugo
and Sheen.
take?
Well, giveaway. Sorry, Hugo. If you would like to have a chance to win one of those sets of dice, please type into the chat right now! !Fire! F-I-R-E! !Fire! For your chance to win one of those sets of dice. You can pick which one you would like. There is a blue marbleized set, and I think there is like a golden set. Both very nice. Full set of 7 die for your D&D gaming pleasure. !Fire for your chance to win those dice. And for our friends who are overseas or are in a place like Quebec, Vampire Fridge, I'm thinking of you. If you guys win, we will give you a $5 gift card to DM's Guild. And quite honestly, if you win and you would prefer the $5 gift card to DM's Guild, we can give you that instead of the dice anyway. So just let us know. I guess your 2 options would be the set of dice or a gift card to
What
DM's
color are
Guild.
those dice?
There is like a blue marbleized blue set and a golden set.
Cool.
All right. DM's Guild, DMsGuild.com is a website that has all kinds of resources for Dungeons and Dragons. There's a bunch of fan-created resources as well as official resources that you can buy there, and other things. They have STL files for 3D printing. They have adventures. They have classes, all kinds of homebrewed stuff. It's an amazing website for lots of really good resources for DMing a game and adding new things to your table. So, all right. We are dealing out damage to you guys. So you both made the saves, which halves it from 50 to 25, and you're fire resistant, so it halves it from 25 to 12. So we each take 12 points of fire damage, which means that Hasheen still has 3 points left.
My boy!
But then he takes 15 points of fire damage for being within 10 feet, as do you, Hugo, halved down to 7. So Hasheen is unconscious.
We went unconscious, sat up, right back to
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Boy, oh boy.
He
oh
looks
boy.
down at Hasheen
No, he doesn't.
and with a smile just kind of says,
Mengaba is weak.
as he slashes him across his body.
Uncanny dodge.
I have advantage because he's prone.
Can we use it at disadvantage to
Would you like to?
make it straight?
Do we have more than one?
Yeah.
You have 3 left.
We have 3 left. Use 1. Because if he crits or anything, like...
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. If not now, when?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I rolled with advantage, so I will just convert that to a disadvantaged roll, which means I rolled a 17. What is his armor class?
Not that high.
9.
Probably a 16.
16.
But he's still hasted, so it's +2.
But he is hasted!
Right?
He
I
is
don't know.
hasted. It's +2.
I don't know how that works.
It doesn't drop when he
He
goes
is still
down.
hasted because you're on it, which means that his armor class is now an 18.
Saving my man. That's so
He-
stressful.
He swipes across.
Thank you for remembering. 'cause I
And there is a
forgot.
kind of a confused look that crests the flaming eyes of this creature as he somehow like
Jake.
misses and makes its second attack against Hasheen. Am I rolling with disadvantage?
Yeah, you gotta.
How many more do you have? Two
that
now?
means you're down to one.
One
I'm
left.
rolling with disadvantage. I'll just roll it.
Do it.
Here. That's cocked. That's cocked. Because that hits. That would be a. 8 would be plus 12 is 20.
It's got a plus.
Yep. But so this was cocked.
Okay.
That's a 6. Plus 12
Ugh.
is 18.
He loses.
He gets 2 death fails.
Oh my gosh.
It is now Hugo's turn.
What are we gonna do?
Does Hugo have the health potion that we got in the last fight?
Nope. So Hugo is going to cast Shadow Blade at the 3rd level.
Okay.
He's going to back up outside of the 10 feet of the creature.
Okay.
So for his multi-attack, he is going to first cast a cantrip. So he will cast Starburst,
Okay. What's my save?
a Charisma save.
That's 5 plus something. He fails.
All right. That would be 13.
13 on
Wait.
Starburst.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
2d8. That'd be radiant damage.
Okay.
And then for his second attack, he
As
is
there's a flash of light that he kind of winces from for a moment and then bats it away as if it is
he's going to
inconsequential.
take his Shadow Blade and chuck it at the creature.
Roll your attack.
It'd be a 19.
19 hits.
That would be 3d8.
As the black shadowy blade pierces into the side of Imix, he kind of looks
22.
down at it and goes to pull it out before it just whoosh, flies back to your hand. You said how much?
22.
22.
And
On
that's
3d8?
psychic. Yep.
Holy
8,
smokes.
7, 7.
You crushed that. Okay. As it kind of winces and shakes its head as if kind of releasing the psychic energy within.
Again, I thought you were some, big god of this plane. I mean, I'm just kind of standing over here as he takes the dodge action again.
It looks up at you, and it does the same gesture towards you as he did to Celine as he seeks to immolate you at your taunting. I need you to roll a Constitution save.
Do I?
Yeah.
Don't.
You're good at those.
Don't
Yeah.
screw yourself over with a crit fail.
No,
You
I
rolled
mean,
advantage, I presume?
yes.
Yeah.
And it's a lot, 29.
Okay, you pass. So you take 35 points of fire damage,
that halved?
halved down to 17. As you two roll out of it, just as Celine did, and the
We've lived in
flames
this flame
that
for a
seem to
while.
rise up out of the ash and swirl around you, you are of sound enough mind to quickly roll through and douse before they can really catch, as it as you hear a French voice from "You should taunt him a second time," with the callback to Monty Python from Ranger Harley. Very good. It is now Ray's turn. Ray feels a renewed vigor.
How close
As
are we to the diamond, FYI?
5,000 away from a revived diamond.
Oh, gosh.
Yep.
Okay.
5,000 bits so 5,000 has already been cheered towards the diamond for Revivify. which Celine knows the spell but does not have the material component necessary to cast it. So, Ray, feeling this renewed vigor of immunity to fire, at least momentarily, rushes forth and makes her attacks. Please roll attack, and please roll with advantage as she's using her 2 advantages from the chat that she received tonight.
How many attacks?
2 attacks.
Crit. For you, Molly! For you! I will do it for you! And only for you! Not for me, but for you!
That is amazing. All right. Please roll the second attack.
Wouldn't that be funny if it was another one? What's her plus?
Plus 9.
20.
They both hit. She critted, so she gets a third attack.
have
This
another
is not with advantage because she only had 2, I believe.
Miss.
Okay. So I need you to roll 3d12 plus 2d6 for her brutal critical. I'm sorry. 4d12. It's 4d12. 4d12 plus 16.
Am I rolling the
Yeah, 40.
D6?
No d6s.
Okay.
No. I'm wrong because I gave her that for the hammer. So yes, 4d12 plus 2d6 plus 16.
Plus 16. Okay.
Yep.
That looks good. 37 plus 16.
That's really good.
Nice.
53 points of damage.
There you go, Ray. For you! I love you!
As it
And we miss you.
as she is just going to town with the swings of the hammer and impaling it with the spear, the fire licking around her body but doing no harm. As it looks down, perhaps Anam has some strength after all. You sure bet he does!
And she taint punches! If there wasn't a taint before, there is now 2 punch.
As
Crit made a
Hasheen,
path.
Hasheen is now up.
He is?
He is.
He is?
He is up.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought you meant like
No,
up.
it is his turn. He has 2 death
That's what I
fails.
thought. I'm
I
like,
was like,
wait.
Oh man.
He has 2 death
Well, he's
fails.
got an advantage for this one.
Yes, he does have advantage.
He's gotta roll
I mean, I'd feel
it.
bad if, like,
I
you know,
know.
I kill him, but
Oh, you're gonna roll it?
an 18.
Okay. Yeah, he rolled
That
it.
is a success.
Okay.
Oh my lord. That's stressful.
That's a lot of pressure.
He's not even here!
As the by the way, FYI, as he took the blows, he disappears and reappears back over
Oh no. He's awfully close to me.
He's gonna punch
So
Oh,
he-
I'm the one taunting you, and you just run away. You are a scaredy cat.
here. I don't have the legendary actions to use another immolation. Otherwise, he would do that. So he makes. So now, in the turn order, that technically happened before Hasheen is up. Hasheen makes his save. We move on to Celine. It is your turn as this creature appears right next to you.
Can 60 feet reach Hasheen?
You don't see Hasheen from where you are.
Okay.
He's on the other side of the sphere of darkness.
Okay, well.
FYI, Cacophony, you can drop that at any time.
Oh, okay.
You can just choose to stop concentrating on it.
Okay.
Your turn, Celine.
At any time?
Uh-huh. She could, yeah.
Yes, I'll do that now then.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the...
I'll notice that
Oh
it's
my
pointless.
stars, he's dead! Is what Darlin says. Somewhere.
Hasheen Strings. Sheen's not here to choose yet, Badger. We'll see what he says when he comes back. But that
Jeez.
would be 2 advantages from you, of which I have 2 left, I believe. So...
I am going to Misty Step. I'm Misty Stepping
Okay.
closer to Hasheen.
Okay. That is your...
Bonus action.
that 30 feet gets you right up next to him
And then Healing Hands on him.
as an action,
Yes.
which is not a spell.
Yes.
How many points are you giving him?
I think I can only give him 8.
Okay, that is your class level. So you give him the full healing hands. He gets 8 points of healing. He's up. All
I
right.
just look back at Cacophony and I say, "Get out of there, or stay."
Okay, that's Celine's turn. It is now Helgi's turn. Helgi turns. The 3 of his mirrored, imaged companions turning in unison as he steps forward right next to Helgi and says, "What do you want?"
Yeah, that's dumb. That's stupid.
And the creature, flaming and intense, the heat burning you, Cacophony, stoops down low, looks at Vex / Helgi in the eyes and says, looking over your party, "You have strength. I approve of this.
It's the most stressful job interview ever.
Therefore, one of you can serve me in the fires of my burning domain." And he looks out. Oh. And there's a smile that crests its face. "I will accept." And he points towards Ray and Celine. "One of your motes as payment for passage through my domain."
You died, FYI.
Ray, at hearing of the call for one of the motes, kind of
This is how we know.
puts her
Actually,
hammer up
No, I saved it.
Well, you
and
were ish.
says,
I had a call,
Like 3
sorry.
times.
"You big bully! We're not giving anything up!"
Oh my gosh.
As it smiles, waiting for the response. So he's asking for one of you to commit to serve or to give up one of the motes of creation that you carry.
Does every person on the field point at Helgi?
Yeah.
Not it! Oh, Helgi, you didn't do it!
So either serve him or have a mode
give
of
up
creation.
the
Mode of
mote.
immolated.
creation. Yeah.
Oh, we can't do that.
What are the 2 modes again? My ring and what is the other one?
Tira Vivon Rum,
Oh, that's right.
which is the mode of creation for the water plane.
It's also how we're living here.
So yeah, no. Yeah. I mean,
Can we negotiate a better salary? A better starting salary?
what does service look like?
What he said was that your eternal service in my burning plane.
Okay. Now here's my question.
You're asking this out of game. Yep.
Yes. What does that mean, eternal service? To the body or to the soul?
I can't answer that out of game.
20 says you can.
I don't understand.
I rolled a 20.
A,
You
a natural 20?
Yep.
Insight! On that insight.
This is a choice that you need to make.
Would I
within game.
have? Can I make a religion check on what service to be?
Are
with
you?
the
So
teens?
you're inciting his intentions in this question. That's really what you're asking.
Yeah, because all right, if we can't give up a moat. That's just dumb. And if we're pointing the finger here at Helgi, who can't defend himself,
How is
we
this
all
different?
know how Helgi works. That he's a purple goblin who has other
Helgi
souls
is sending me a very long message right now.
that has other souls that show up when the body dies. So is it eternal service for Helgi? Then when Helgi dies, contract's up. Even though the purple goblin's still walking around. So that's what I'm inciting.
I also wonder if it would trigger a clash between him and your manga or whatever else has a claim on his service already.
So with your natural 20 insight for...
I didn't actually have that. I just put a 20 down.
Okay.
I'll roll.
Sleight of hand.
That's not bad, though. 22.
You get the sense that Imix is going to take one of you in a way that would bind you to it. That doesn't mean that you wouldn't necessarily...
Biblically know them.
You know.
Much.
In a way that wouldn't
Dimitri.
necessarily prevent you from continuing with the party, depending on the extent of the binding.
What's the severance pay like?
I mean, are we going to put this on Steve when he's not here?
He's
No.
actively engaging, but no.
I say he's just making this deal because we almost got him.
So you think?
No.
So we just keep going.
We just keep on keeping on?
Keep on keeping on.
Oh, gosh.
He's on the ropes, fellas.
Does Helgi say anything? Does anybody else? Because he's not here.
I am...
Waiting.
There's...
Do we pick a giveaway
There are
winner?
decisions being made. I don't know. We had the giveaway. Did we roll for that?
Oh, I didn't roll for anybody. I'll do it.
So you think we could take Imix?
Oh, Ray has immunity
see what
to
the
fire.
dice say.
FYI.
Super confident about that, huh?
Yeah, the dice say, yeah, we can take him.
So super confident.
Super confident. With my 2.
Okay. There is... Oh, more typing. What are you guys doing? Anything? You all frozen
I'm
and are thinking?
491 Phantom won the dice.
Okay. Congratulations, 491 Phantom.
We can't give a moat.
491 Phantom, you can choose the dice, certainly. Tell us which set you want. Or if you want a gift card instead, you can let us know that as well.
I'm hurting where I am, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
There...
Just
Yes, if you wanna-
sizzling while I'm waiting
you
for
wanna
everyone.
You back
Okay.
away, that's fine.
Perfect.
Yep.
And I take damage. I'm
Rotisserizing
assuming.
yourself.
No, he does not.
Okay.
He does not take the opportunity attack.
Okay.
Okay. As you all are waiting,
Blue dice.
Blue.
491.
blue dice, very good. Congratulations. As you are all waiting, there is a low, deep, gravelly voice which echoes out through the confluence. You hear it from everywhere all at once, as if this voice is reverberating through the very plane itself. And it says with intense authority,
Authority. Respect my authority.
trying to set a dramatic scene
I
here.
know. I wanted to break it.
Yeah.
You killed me while I was on a phone call.
Like 4 times.
Yeah.
You went down like 3
As
or
it
4
reaches
times.
out towards Hasheen and immolates you once more. The strong voice says,
Go, Erfingi. Go and do what you were made to do.
you watch as Imix kind of looks up and around and then calls out in response,
Yarmanga! You have no part here! I will receive this one.
as he reaches down and with one hand grabs the mirror image that winks out, and the second mirror image winks out, slashes through the third, and reaches forth
That's all his attacks.
into the body of the purple goblin whose flesh begins to sear. And as that happens, you watch as there is a flash of light that Imix averts its eyes from, and the body of the purple goblin falls limp on the ground. And over the body, you see a robe-clad human glowing in radiant splendor, holding out both hands as if in a protective kind of not only protective stance, but as if there is some sort of protective spell being cast. As in the right hand of Imix, you see the form of a writhing humanoid. How has Helgi described himself to you?
Tall. He said he was tall.
Do any of you remember?
Yeah, you just
Nope.
said, I'm taller than you.
And so you all see what looks to be almost a monk with a large double-bladed scimitar across its back,
I thought he was an elf.
with long pointy ears and a slender build that is lithe and strong, kind of struggling for a moment, and then puts out its hands, and kind of you watch as a fiery glow emanates around, and Imix holds this visage, this soul of Helgi aloft, and with the left hand goes to swipe against the wizard-like figure holding forth its hands, and there's a flash of light as the body is knocked backwards about 20 feet under the force of the blow, and the wizard's, after the light fades, continues to stay there. I need all of you to roll a perception check.
Crit.
22.
28.
21.
16.
What was it?
22.
What was it?
16.
Do you need me to roll for Ray?
Yes.
12 plus whatever.
Spitting. Ray's perception is +7. No, it's not. Ray's perception is +2.
14.
So Ray averts her eyes. Celine, you two avert your eyes. The three of you, Cacophony, you rolled a 21.
Nice.
This wizard's face is behind all of you, except for Cacophony, who sees the front of the face. You two look at this figure, and there is a bright light around its face in particular, where you can't really make out what it looks like. But you do notice that the wizard cloak kind of is... There is a design on the back where you see it in what looks to be a 14-sided star. Like just a radiant kind of symbol of light. Cacophony, to the front, in the very briefest of moments, you have the opportunity to make one more either perception or investigation, your choice, to see if you can make clear in your mind what you think you saw.
Do I get to roll anything because I critted? Or because of my location?
No, because you're on your rear end, barely waking up.
Got it.
So,
Boy, I saw everything I could.
look at that symbol.
There was a point where you got up and then you immediately were not.
Yeah.
Oh
You didn't even get to stand up yet.
Yeah.
I healed you.
I'm gonna go with perception.
Okay. Do you have any advantages left?
Oh,
I'd recommend you
she
use
doesn't
it.
need it. Screw you.
I'd recommend.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't do anything.
No, you can't. You literally can't get
22.
You critted?
Yeah.
better. I guess I'll roll again, just to see if I do it again.
Wow.
What's my score mean? Is that good?
Okay, cacophony. In the briefest of moments, you watch as this figure does not flinch. Because it seems to have a spectral, ethereal band of eyeglasses around his eyes
What?
before the body fades. The figure being held aloft in the hand of Imix begins to glow a fiery hue and cries out, I feel the fire burning within me for the first time. And I will join its energy with that of air, and water, and earth, and hold in balance the void, as the soul of Helgi is consumed by the fire and grasped into Imix's hand.
I just got used to calling him Helgi.
Looks out at you all. Delicious. I hope you don't care for your friend's soul. You may pass in my plane, and if I need you, I'll come find you. Bearers of water and light. As he says that, his form rises into the air before it dissipates out. The wall of fire fades, and Helgi's
Immediately running over.
limp body remains.
And make sure that
Celine,
Hasheen's
you
stable and
rush
not
over as Hasheen, you kind of groggily stand to your feet. You are all out of combat, and there doesn't seem to be any threat about you.
Helgi! Helgi! Medicine check. Arcana check? I don't know what it would be. To assess his condition.
Please roll a medicine check.
I don't think I have any more advantages.
I just have
Hasheen.
spare the dying at will. I don't know if that
There
would
is a
help.
voice that whispers in your
No.
mind.
Well, you'd make him stable.
Find the
19.
voice. So, dearie, would you like some power now to take on the full-fledged might of fire?
Who said that? What? Hey, did I get hit in the head?
Yeah, a couple times.
Egg this big on his
I've got a
Singed hair.
That's my dagger. I'm pretty sure I heard the voice from nowhere.
What was it saying? What did it sound like? Voices are bad. Don't listen. Don't listen. The voices are bad. Is your hair growing? She rushes up to you and picks you up by your face.
No, I don't think my hair is growing. Would you put me down, tall one?
He's very badly hurt, Ray. Please do not jostle him. As I
She
say
puts him
without
down.
looking
L'Oreal, I will destroy you, just like I did to Imix.
back. Boy, it's like she's here.
Yeah. Okay, so, he's adjusting his jaw. No, It sounded like a hairdresser, if I had to guess.
From New Jersey.
Yeah, no.
Oh, hon.
Yeah, no.
Interstate traffic is terrible.
You hear the voice come through your mind again. I'm really not that bad. I'm offering you strength and power.
I hate her so much. You make her voice so stupid.
I don't,
This was all started as a joke. We're just running with it.
I don't,
You made your
I'm not
bed
very
up later.
strong, so I'm not, power is not that impressive, Step it up.
Shoot.
Oh boy.
Smite it. Eldritch Smite just descends from the heavens.
Okay,
you-
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, great.
Are you kidding me?
I'm okay at that.
Every time you say that, you fail it.
I
Do you
have an
realize that?
advantage. I have one advantage, and I'm using it.
Every time! Stop saying your good stuff!
An 11.
As Ray puts you down and starts yelling at the ground, her eyes to the sky, your hair very quickly grows and wraps around your throat. You take 15 points of strangulation damage.
I'm down.
Oh my gosh! Alright.
Face first.
Face first. And it continues to strangulate you. I need you to make a disadvantaged strength saving throw.
Wow.
Let me check my...
18!
Dude, it
With
sucks.
disadvantage?
First, the better roll was a 19.
Okay.
Sucks being this party's medic.
The strangulation seems to not affect your corpse for the time being.
I clenched as I fell.
Hugo, you see this as Ray is just gesturing.
I'm just
and
shaking on the ground.
what do you do, Hugo?
What?
Throwing him on the ground.
Son of a bitch. So
Do I
Hugo
hear
will
this?
walk over and he'll try to, like, I guess he's gonna look at it and try to see the hair and try to pull it apart. Try to help him.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength saving throw to
I'm gonna use
wrench
my last advantage.
wrench the hair from around the throat of Hasheen.
Do I hear
Strength.
this ruckus?
You roll a medicine check on Vex. I
19.
presume you're focused over
These
there.
idiots. Yes.
You do hear Hugo say, Machine, what's going on with you?
What's going on? This is a little strange.
You kind of...
As I'm like casting.
So what'd you roll with your strength?
19.
19? You're able to rip the strands of hair off, and it's kind of fighting you as it's trying to strangulate.
It's
Machine.
almost like them damn desert snakes.
As you hold them apart, you are now aware, Celine, of what's going on behind you. What did you roll with your medicine check?
24.
24. There seems to be a very
Oh, 23, I'm sorry.
faint pulse within the body of Vex,
Okay.
though he seems comatose.
Do I get the feeling that, like, spare the dying would at least keep him stable?
Doesn't
while I'm-
seem to be, like, bleeding out or in danger of death. It just seems like his body is very badly burnt, and could certainly do with healing, but the body is not dying, but, like, there's just a blank stare in his eyes.
It's empty.
Does... I don't know if I want to do this. Well, wait. I'll test that.
As you're thinking about this, you turn back and see Hasheen's limp body with
Hasheen, what is
Hugo holding his very now
Y'all,
long
I'm not quite sure what's going on
and
with his hair.
beautiful
Okay,
and
he-
almost Sergio-like hair kind of to his side.
well,
No
maybe we
longer
can
in a
keep
man
it.
bun.
Can Hugo attempt to dispel magic? I want to see if that would do anything to whatever this hair's doing.
Let's see what Celine
Okay.
does first.
Healing word immediately on him without even standing, and then I will try to sacred flame the ends of the hair wrapped around his neck. 'Cause I won't do that
The
then.
hair is being held back
Okay,
by
I will
Hugo
try
right
and
now.
basically like sever the
So
hair.
you're trying to sacred flame his head.
His hair. No, the hair that's like
No.
this.
This is you said it.
It takes no benefit from cover. It's the hair.
Okay, So I need you to roll a
Why does
dexterity.
he have to roll?
With
it?
It's his
Advantage?
body.
You're-
But it's the hair.
It's his
I'm
body.
putting the hair. It's the real.
Dexterity saving throw.
Disadvantage.
Okay,
'cause
I
I'm
didn't know
dead?
that's how that would work.
No, she just gave you healing
I
word.
did.
No, I thought you healed Helgi.
No, I healed you.
Okay. Well, how much
Helgi
did
doesn't
you give
need
me?
it.
Was it level 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so it would be 1d4 plus 5.
Well, I guess he doesn't.
Sorry, that didn't play out the way I wanted it to. Ugh. 6 points.
6 points of healing, and you can now roll. You watch as there's this light that grows about you, and you instinctively
Crit.
Oh, good.
success.
Yeah.
Then he takes no damage.
So you take no damage. The hair takes no damage as Hugo.
I thought we would be able to.
Now
Ah, shit.
you can.
I had to fail for this to work. I roll with disadvantage. That's still too good.
I'd like to dispel magic on the hair.
Okay, at what level? 3 is the
3,
highest you can do
yep,
it.
That's all I can do.
It's your last 3rd level spot, right?
Yep.
Classic D&D.
His head.
Please,
I'd pop him right back up. It's
please
fine.
roll a
That's what he's been doing all night.
check to see if you can dispel this. So it's your spell
spell level?
modifier, ability
Yep.
modifier, I believe. 10 plus that.
Oh,
Well,
it's just 10.
I'm sorry, it's your roll plus your spell
Plus
ability
my spell
modifier.
modifier.
Yep,
Plus
15.
2 head and shoulders.
15. The hair still fights you and goes to wrap around his throat once more. Please roll. You have it, so roll another strength saving throw.
Where's Ray? Can Ray assist at this point?
Ray is just yelling up at the
That's-
sky.
That's a 20.
20.
Don Quixote
You
in it.
hold it. Someone can try to intentionally get her attention, but she's intentionally get her
Can
attention.
I try to cut my own hair with my
You
pack
are now
weapon?
awake, and it did not wrap about your throat again. What are you doing?
So I create a packed weapon with my dagger because now I have the +1 bow and one's my hex, one's my pact.
So we're retconning and say that you had done this.
Yes.
Okay, you had created a
Yep.
packed weapon, which is your dagger.
is a dagger.
Okay.
And I pull it out.
What does it look like?
I think it's just shy of what a stiletto length would be for a dagger. And it has a 3-cord woven hilt on it, or cross guard.
Okay.
And it has a black handle, and on the end of that black handle is a purple gem, and it's just a nice silver
Purple gem.
nice silver whatever
Silver blade.
blade.
All right,
That's it.
very good. You take it out.
It apparates, and I make eye contact with Hugo. I'm like, pull it tight. I try to slice through both with one.
All right, go
one
ahead
swoop.
and make an attack roll with your dagger against your own magically infused
I
hair.
remember when I used to do this
15.
to other people.
15.
Yeah.
You slice off one side.
Second attack, I go for the other one.
Go ahead. With a packed weapon, you have the opportunity to make 2 attacks.
19.
19. The hair comes off in your hands and writhes around your hands like a fistful
Throw
of
it in fire!
worms
Throw it in fire!
In lava!
as you throw it in the fire, and it lands on the fire and does not burn immediately
Oh, that's not normal.
before a stark, smoky ichor kind of flares up, and you hear in your mind another voice that rings out and says, "This party is no fun. Ray and her friends were so much more fun."
Is that what you'd say right now? Okay.
I heard another voice. Kind of sounds like me. Little Russian or something like that.
You can repeat that back as Marishka if you want to use your actual voice.
Yeah, what was it?
Party is
This
no fun.
party
We're no
is
fun.
no fun.
Ray and her friends were so much more fun.
Ray and her friends were so much more fun.
Okay. I think,
Also,
think
help me.
Ray
Nope,
is
that did not
correct.
come out. This was not the 2%.
Ray is correct. Any voices in your head, probably not good.
yeah, no. Mm-mm.
I never had my
hear
hair.
good
Tried-
voices all the time.
Well,
Is he
Maybe
alright?
That's just me.
I'm like trying to stabilize.
I mean, other than strangulation marks. on my
I
neck from
mean,
my own
Oh, yeah,
body.
that's not
his,
good.
his hair
That's
just tried to
so
strangle
weird.
him. I mean, that's not
Did
normal
you see
at
what
all.
it did when it hit the lava? It didn't burn right away.
Okay, nobody, please, nobody do anything before I can get over there. Trying to.
I've never
going.
seen that before. That was weird.
The feathers don't try to attack you,
They haven't yet.
even when you're molting.
Nope.
Oh, what about Helgi?
Maybe we should just shave your head.
There doesn't seem. He's not bleeding out or anything, but there's a faint pulse. I can't. I don't know. I need to focus. I shall continue to try and magically sense. I don't know the state of his soul.
I'm sorry, this was kind of my fault. He
kind
was
of
just
it.
like caught in the middle
It's not your fault,
of the
Cacophony.
darkness.
He's a goblin. They die.
No remorse. I love it. Ray
can
kind
I-
of realizes what's going on, and it's like, I will get you, Lareal. And she looks over at Helgi and sees that Sheen, you're kind of on your feet and in hand, and she walks over and she hears Cacophony say, "This is my fault." And she says, "It was not your fault, Cacophony. You didn't do this. There's bad people in this world. It was their fault. Although you did surround him in darkness, and maybe that had something to do with it, and it was a little strange that, you know, you... Are you an evil warlock? Because Hasheen says all
They're all
warlocks are evil.
Yeah, all of them.
I'm not evil.
Yeah.
I'm really not, I promise.
That's kind of dark. Like, literally, that was really dark, though.
Yeah, well, I thought dark and fire. I don't know, I thought maybe it would put it out.
Yeah, no, I get that. Like maybe
It
cut
was
off the
cold.
oxygen.
It clearly didn't like the cold, so that was good.
I've never actually used that before. I took a little bit of a risk there. But we're all here, maybe?
She looks down
Right?
at Helgi and doesn't say anything.
Mhm.
Just kind of looks at Celine. Celine, is he okay?
Can I try? I want to try and activate Emboldening Bond.
Okay.
The description of that is you forge an empowering bond among people who are at peace with one another. Does that activate on Helgi?
It does.
Well, I don't know, Ray. It took his soul. It looked like. Did I see that actually? Am I speaking out of turn?
No,
don't know if I
you
rolled
saw
for
that.
this. Okay.
Yep, you saw.
Took his soul, but
You
I'm
all,
still.
even Hasheen in your dazed state, all saw Helgi disappear in his grasp after he was consumed by fire.
So the way that I would flavor this, by the way, is when she's casting Emboldening Bond on somebody's down like that, it's almost like a doctor's stethoscope where she's trying to use that to check the state of his soul.
Okay, so you kind of you touch his forehead, and then you move down and you touch his mouth, and you move down and you touch his heart, and you move down and you touch his belly button, and then you touch the back of the neck, going through all of the chakra points, and you sense a connection, but you don't sense. It seems it's a vacant, vapid connection.
It's like if there was like some sort of a device that had a loading preview screen or something. It just feels like endless spinning beach ball.
I know what to do here. I woke up a sleeping body before.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna
Sheen?
kiss it.
Does he? Do you really? Yeah?
I'm gonna walk over and kiss him.
Yeah, do it.
All right, get up, little goblin. Here we go. Picks up his head.
The drool that was massing in the side of Vex's mouth kind of comes off in yours a little bit, and
He had coffee recently.
it just stays
I
there.
always heard that about him.
Well,
Oh shoot.
I guess Celine, that wasn't true love's kiss. Maybe we should try again.
Well, while you're saying that, all right, two things to clarify for me first.
Celine blows you off.
No, it's while he's talking, I'm thinking through this. But I guess it will lead to me blowing you. Did he burn away the clothes that were covering my back? And 2, since he slashed my back, do I have to make a roll of any kind?
Because you reacted as quickly as you did, your clothing did not catch fire.
Okay.
You were burned, but you were able to douse the flames
Okay.
quickly enough. The slash across your back seared and burned immensely, certainly aggravating your condition. But knowing how to an extent, kind of center yourself and overcome the pain, it throbs where you were slashed through, but it's not necessarily a worse
Okay.
pain
worsening.
than you typically
It's not breaking
experience.
through the medicine.
Correct.
Okay, great. What was that, Sheen? As she's like clearly working on him.
Nothing. I was making a joke. So
Here, can you help me stand him up?
sure.
I want to see if we can just carry him.
Pick him
honestly,
up by
'cause
the
he's not
scruff of
gonna.
the neck.
Yep. You could
Yeah, he's tiny.
you can carry him easy enough, but his body is limp.
Ray, you want to hold this one?
Okay.
He's stable for now, but
She
we
just
need
kind
to
of
keep
holds
an eye on
him over her shoulder like a little baby, like burping him.
Aw.
He drools. Watch out.
Oh, you've got something on your
Yeah, it's a little bit of blood too. Yeah. Yeah.
takes like a
Very irony.
pocket chief and then just goes to wipe it off and then reconsiders it around, so just like touches the corner and then just goes, here, use that.
Thank you.
It smells like roses.
Cacophony, Hugo, or either of you doing anything else?
So I feel like during this conversation I would have described what I saw because I don't think anyone else saw from my angle.
Please do so.
So I wrote down hold on. So I don't know if you guys saw what I saw, but there was a guy helping him, and he had these glasses on. Did anyone else see that?
No, I could only see him from the back. I did not see what he looked like from the front.
And then disappeared?
Yeah, same. Did you see the
Yeah, quite the
it's like a 14-sided star?
yeah,
Does that
star.
mean anything to anyone?
Does that sound familiar to me at all? For like a religious symbol?
Roll either religion or history, your choice.
And you said he looked like an elf?
Yeah.
Either way. You know, it's so weird that clerics don't get any bonuses to religion. That's so weird.
It is an awkward formatting.
Yeah. 13 with that then.
Doesn't really ring a bell. I mean, there are certain deities that are associated with stars and light, in particular Pelor, the god of light. But his symbol is not a 14-sided star. There are also plenty of cults and religious, like, orders that could conceivably have some sort of light connotation to them, but none that you've ever heard with a 14-sided.
So, what do we know about Helgi? 1, he's dead. 2, he's an air thingy, right?
Yes.
Or air thingy.
Erfingi.
Air
I believe
thingy.
is what
Yeah.
he said.
And he's from a different plane, so maybe the 14 stars mean something from where he's from.
I'd have to assume it doesn't ring a bell of any symbol I might know.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So, and he looked like an elf.
Yeah, he had pointy ears,
Yeah, it's elfish.
right? Yeah.
What else did you see?
Glasses.
What? He had glasses?
I'm pretty sure that's what I saw.
Like regular old scene lens?
No,
glasses?
like it helped him see through the light.
So sunglasses?
Like magical glasses? Right? Am I
Ray-Bans.
am I remembering this correctly?
Wrap around Bret Hart sunglasses?
With the coating to see behind you
Yeah.
in the corners.
Keep talking for a moment.
Okay. Wait. You saw that on Helgi, or was there
No,
someone?
on the
Did we all see the other body?
I
Matthew?
think
You said there was a wizard as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
All saw the glowing form, but you.
So we didn't.
So no. Celine had to avert her eyes.
Yeah, the three of us. She rolled a 21, 22, 28.
Correct.
So all of us saw two souls.
You
Whatever.
know mirror image, don't you?
yes.
I'm sorry, minor image.
Yes.
Cantrip. Okay, you can minor image that. Hold up.
All right.
Oh, dang.
Wait, do I? Oh yeah, minor illusion.
Yep.
Minor illusion.
All right, so then I'm gonna cast minor illusion. They looked like this.
Okay. Did you
Does
see?
this mean anything?
No, nothing to me.
Nope, nothing. Just awkward pair of glasses.
So did you see
Ray
Helgi's
looks,
body in another
and
body?
her mouth drops and her eyes go wide, but she doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what these are?
Those are the special glasses that JB used to wear. That he. Oh my gosh, is JB alive? Did you see JB? Wait, I thought he was in my hammer.
I mean, I saw two bodies. I saw Imix grab one, and then I saw some other guy.
Yeah, and the other guy was wearing these.
I didn't see that. Okay.
What did his face look like? What was he wearing?
A robe.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
had a
remember.
Robe. JB didn't really wear robes, but I guess maybe.
Is JB dead?
Well, he's kind of in my hammer now.
So he's dead.
Well, his.
I say.
Yeah.
It sucks in here.
I sure could go for some of my jabbo right about now. I'll say.
Would I remember any facial features?
You, with what you rolled, you couldn't really tell race or
Okay.
it was a radiant face with the glasses really drew
Did
your
she
eye.
see a lack
Yeah.
of a nose if she was drawn to the eyes?
Didn't you crit though on your perception?
I critted.
Yeah, she did not crit.
No.
The glasses are what drew you for the split second that you saw it.
Okay.
You really couldn't make out any other features.
Okay, so
I don't remember any face. I don't know if I would have
One second.
seen the face. It was so bright.
What the? Okay, so the Helgi's body immolated someone else with those glasses there. I don't see them anymore.
No, I think they disappeared.
All right.
There was a lot going on, so I don't know.
The symbol that was on his cloak, is that something? Would I recognize that?
Was that the 14-sided? Who
Yeah.
had the 14-sided star? JB or Helgi?
JB
JB did.
/ wizard.
The wizard.
Yes. Okay, so the 14-sided star was on the other guy, not Helgi.
Would that's a lot. 29. Would I recognize the symbol, or would it mean anything to a wizard?
29.
29.
Ooh, 49 was the roll.
Nope.
Guidance.
Never seen a symbol like that before. I'm
have
not quite
not.
sure what
Although
it means.
I'll tell you this. With the 29, what was your actual dice roll?
19.
19. You're really. That's what I thought. You get the sense that this is more of an arcane symbol than a religious symbol. Because you've seen different orders that will utilize symbols, and maybe there. You think maybe there was some sort of star-like order, but the 14 sides, and you couldn't make out color. You literally just think of it almost like in grayscale, although in radiant light grayscale. Like you couldn't really tell the color of it, or it was such a quick flash.
All I know is, man, that was quite the bright light, and it was tough to see anything.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
just woke up, so I thought I was seeing things.
Well, you were probably seeing the Undertaker.
Yeah, like 4 times.
Yeah, you really took a beating.
Yeah. I tried to outsmart the Imalex in the Archon of Flames or something. Yeah, he's smarter than me. It hurt.
So,
while they're doing this, she's performing
Wizard
like a
ninjas.
rite of
That's
essentially the
not fun.
priests, because they believe in the sanctity of life, and for people who have great suffering, either physical or mental, etc., they would perform rites to basically call out and preserve the sanctity of their personhood and their body. So she's doing that, just walking through the rite while they're speaking.
Okay, so as you're going through that, what are the rest of you doing?
I think we should keep moving.
yeah, we better.
We lost a lot of time here.
Yeah, we still have pretty far to go,
Like
right?
3 more days or something.
Ugh.
Well, Helgi, good knowing you.
How can you be so careless?
We're bringing him with us,
Well,
right?
I mean, he's not here right now.
I
but
got
mean,
him. I'm not leaving him behind.
Well, I mean, we'll bring him along. It just.
I don't think it's calloused. I mean, he's not here and we need to keep moving. This is a hellscape, and if we stay out here too long, we're gonna die.
I agree, but he just sacrificed himself for us. Let's be respectful of the choice.
I think the
He's protective
respectful
of him.
choice is to complete the task. That's what he sacrificed himself for. We can sit here and cry, or we can move on and accomplish.
I agree. I just want him respected.
Yeah, sure. We're bringing them. Let's go.
There's a
Tension.
there's a bit of a strain in Hashin's voice that you're not used to dealing with. You
Can I-
can't tell if it's roll.
Can I insight?
Sure, roll an insight.
Do I have advantage because I've known him for years?
No.
Darn.
I'm not convinced who's coming back. So you don't have to roll very high.
18.
18. There's clearly stress that you discern, but the source of the stress you can't tell. You don't know if he's mad at you or the situation, or his grief is coming out with a kind of abruptness and tension, or he's annoyed at this whole soul sucking phenomenon that has been going on with Vex's body. It's really unclear. With the 29, you also recall that the sign for Maestra, the goddess of magic, is typically a star, or 6 or 9 stars in a circle, or a single star. So their stars seem to be a theme for Maestra, the neutral goddess of magic, who you haven't really put much thought in, but as a wizard and as a practitioner of the weave, you have an awareness of and a respect for. At least
Alright.
insofar as, deities are worthy of respect. Yeah. You continue your travels, unless there's any further conversation any of you wish to have.
How badly does Hashin look hurt?
Roll a medicine check.
Crit.
You can tell her how many hit points you have.
6.
He's leading us.
Do you want to know out of how many? Just to see.
Can you give me the percentile?
Yeah,
The quarter? How many quarters do you have?
I have 1/9 of my spell slot, or my health, so let's see what that comes out to. 11%.
She would healing word him at the 3rd level.
Okay.
Did I kill Imix? Did I get 13 hit points back?
Did you kill him?
Image did not die.
2d4, so 3d4 plus 5.
You guys did pretty good, though. I mean,
Thanks, buddy.
you
Thanks.
I thought we had him on the
Did
ropes.
okay.
you guys got him to the threshold that he needed to be impressed, and
Wow, good.
so that was
Alright. You
take
get
it.
14 points back.
Nice.
Awesome.
And that was even with him trying to take out Hasheen and Cacophony. I will say,
Dude, I yo-yoed you so
I
many
will
times.
say that your patrons, known as the LDR community, were huge in supporting you. That fire
Yeah.
resistance completely
Yeah.
changed the combat.
We would have died.
Ray would have been put to 0 if
Right.
she didn't get immunity. So another win for
The community.
another win for the community.
Community immunity.
Yeah.
There we go.
Community.
So Celine just
Nope, that's the
heals
right word.
Hasheen, not really looking right at him though, and then we just continue on.
Okay, so Celine kind of nonchalantly and almost disinterestedly just kind of says, "You'll be fine," and moves forward as she heals you.
We start walking, and occasionally I peek back at Vex, like every 3 minutes. Just kind of look around.
Ray's just carrying him on her shoulder.
See, like arms flopping like this on her back as she's walking.
No, it's not like waist over shoulder. It's more like chest on
Oh.
shoulder, like a baby, you know.
Aww. Okay.
I'm gonna be walking right next to them. I feel really guilty and in a way responsible. So
I'll be
I'm
talking
gonna
to you then.
hang.
Is there anything you
nearby.
wish to say to each other?
Well,
Does she look visibly upset?
I feel really bad.
Okay, that's clear.
That was verbal.
I will say, you know, it's not exactly nice when you cast a spell on your companions, but you know, next time might be a little better if you angle it a little bit more to the side and maybe
Yeah.
miss us. Just saying. But overall, though, I was rather impressed with your fighting today.
Thanks. Yeah, I feel really bad.
Well, I
Coffee.
mean, first it was Vex, then it was Helgi. I mean, this is kind of a whole weird thing anyway with whatever this, and he looks up at the body, like whatever this husk is.
Yeah, whatever. And whoever comes back.
Cacophony. You're young.
Yeah.
It's not easy when you're thrust into combat like this. The first fight I was ever in, 6 of my friends died. We're very
That's
lucky.
really bad.
We are very lucky that did not happen here.
Is it the first time you've
Yeah.
shared that information
Yeah.
aloud? You all kind of catch that, Hasheen in particular, you catch that, and are now aware of the tragedy that was experienced by Celine.
Well, Celine, you might have, you know, not been able to help them people back then, but I sure can say that all these years I've seen you save many a people since.
Thanks, Hugo. It seems like it's never the person who needs it, though.
Well, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, so at least in my case, I'm more than grateful.
She, like, punches you in the shoulder.
8 hit
Continually.
points gone.
Yeah. Crit of infection.
All right.
Anyone remember how long it took him to Vex to go to Helgi last time?
No, I don't remember.
It was rather instantaneous last time.
Right? That's kind of what I thought. I
That's
thought
why
it was
keep
kind of like
checking.
Yeah, I'll periodically check on him.
this is
Health checks.
this is different this time, isn't it? I mean, it's
Hey, do we know if Vex can come back?
I don't know that we know anything of how that works or
That's true.
whatever.
I mean,
it-
it's completely foreign to me as well. But, like, I don't trust Vex. Helgi was fine. If Vex comes back, he's not going to live long.
all right, all right.
All right, McConaughey. All right.
It seemed like he tried to at least right some of his wrongs before he was obliterated.
Who, Helgi?
Vex. I saw it.
Yeah, well, I also saw him try to kill us.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
see what
why.
happens. We have no way of knowing until something actually happens, but it's not foolish to be wary.
Nobody's got some like I don't know, rope or handcuffs or something, do they? Because
Oh, I do.
I mean, I don't know, man. Is it worth binding him just in case? I mean, we don't know who's going to come
That's a
back
good
if
point.
if
What
anyone
like
comes
a
back.
more evil spirit comes in or something?
I'm not quite sure how this that works, and
It's a good idea.
I just have my religious symbol, which
I'd rather
will
not be
never
asleep
used for
when
that.
somebody I don't know might appear.
Celine, how do you feel if we tie him?
Do you have rope?
Yeah, I have rope and pittance.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's not foolish to be careful. I just don't like the thought of no chances for anyone.
He can have a chance, but if it's Vex, he has no chance. I promised him I would kill him.
When
Mm,
did you do that?
a while ago.
We've
Turns
only
out,
known him for so long.
turns out it wasn't Vex I was talking to. So we had a miscommunication.
Fair enough.
So yeah, all right. I tie him up.
Does Cacophony look comforted at all? Or at least like her mind's off of?
A little
Feel-
bit. Just a little bit.
You continue on, and you carefully make your way through the pockmarked landscape of the Cinder Wastes. You come to the end of the day. You hunker down as the nightfall concordance brings darkness, and you take your rest.
Potion.
I reload my ring.
No, I just took a sip of my potion.
We rest.
You reload your ring. What do you put
I'm
into
gonna
it?
reload mine too.
3 shields and 1 misty step.
And
Okay.
Bor?
I'm gonna put Aura Vitality in mine,
Okay.
a shield, and 2 healing words.
Okay.
Gonna put sickening radiance into mine.
I don't believe you.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Yeah. Although, Cacophony, I believe you, with the necklace you have,
Mm-hmm.
also can do that. So you have 5 spell slots that you can fill with spells that you. And since you're a warlock, you can essentially take a short rest and fill them up before your long rest.
Okay.
So, isn't it 5?
2.
2 spell slots?
I just wanted to double the amount of spells that she could cast. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Right. Yeah, so it's okay, you're saying 2 spells from her spell list.
Yes.
Okay. So you can pick 2 spells and they're also in there. Just let us know what 2 you're picking. Is anyone
I'd like to talk to Cacophony when she's done.
okay? So Cacophony and Hasheen take the first watch.
We're centered around this little like outlet of fire. It'll act as a fire pit for us, and we settled around it. Pull over like a clump of rock to mimic something to sit on. A Cacophony.
Yeah,
Can you talk to me about the Raven Queen?
I can. What would you like to know?
Well, like, you said some pretty compelling things before Imix accosted us profusely, namely me, but you have me rethinking my sorcerer subclass that I prescribed to myself.
Ah, okay.
And like, you seem pretty good for a warlock, and if I am a warlock, and you said you didn't know who your patron was until you did.
That's right.
Is that how she always works? Maybe is she my patron?
I don't know. Maybe she's your patron?
How did you find out?
So I was given a book, and I'm gonna pull out the book because I have it in my bag. This is her book, and this
Look at that.
was when she revealed herself to me in a bookshop that wasn't really there.
Okay. That's weird.
But I've never actually come face to face with my patron that I can remember. She comes to me in birds.
Because you're a bird, or because she's the Raven Queen? or-
I guess so. I don't really know.
It's just heavy on the alliteration of the bird thing.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Can I see the book?
Yeah,
He grabs it. It's a very nice book.
it is nice.
Matte black with the purple binding.
Yes.
And that's a pretty cool raised bird skull. Is that a little disconcerting for you? Is it anatomically correct?
It is. I never thought of it as concerning.
Okay. He opens it,
It's blank.
and he just starts flipping through pages, and there's nothing. Does she hate you? There's nothing here. Like, nothing.
Oh, no, it's full of information. You don't
Nope,
see that?
I do not. Okay,
Ah.
so maybe not the Raven Queen, huh?
No, I guess not.
What?
When did you get your ring?
I got it from... Oh... Alaquin when I went through puberty and I went through my rite of passage around 14, 15,
Okay.
about a decade ago. It's when they started to send me out on the tomb raiding adventures. Before then, I was just helping the traders, like clean up material and things like that. And then when I got the chance to go, he gave me a ring. Said my mom, my Umi, would want me to have it. And it's my family ring. See? And he, shows it to you.
Then maybe someone in your family knows who your patron is.
My Umi
Or-
and Baba are dead.
Oh.
Good
I'm
coffee.
sorry to hear that.
Please roll a history check.
Ooh.
17. I'm getting all the props today.
Yeah, whoa.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, a whisper.
That's the
Yeah.
second whisper we've had on this stream. First was Austin.
So, here's the big secret no one can know.
Can you imagine? Somebody's right here. That would have been so funny if we just watched the stream back.
Or if everyone watching knew something that everyone here didn't.
Yeah. So, and you see the purple ring with, it's silver with 3 branded cords wrapping around and a purple amethyst
Okay.
thingamabob in the middle. Gem.
I've actually seen a ring very similar to that. Believe it or not.
Where?
One of my friends with my old group on another plane, he had a very similar ring.
What?
Maybe the same one.
No.
And he was definitely a warlock.
Interesting. Same one.
Yep.
Like Wonder Power twins.
Although I can't say I knew where he came from or who his patron was. Unfortunately, I didn't get to talk to him about that.
Okay.
Not in detail.
It's interesting, that's all. So you have me thinking that I might be a warlock, and I have no idea who's giving me power or why.
Well, if you are, congratulations. That's not a bad thing.
I guess. Well, what does the Raven Queen want you to do?
So
Does she require your soul at the end or something?
not that she's told me. I just have to return the book to her at some point and collect memories, artifacts, and learn everything I can. I think she wants my memories at the end.
Interesting. Well, do you pray to her, or that's not the thing? How?
I don't.
She just came to you one day and said, come here, dearie, come into my bookshop that doesn't exist.
Yes, actually, pretty much.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Well, I got nothing. I guess I learned. How long did you have powers before you learned it was the Raven Queen?
not very long.
So like a decade for me is probably weird.
That's a long time.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, I only like a few months, I'd say.
Oh man, maybe you're a better warlock than me.
Unfortunately, I lost my only friend
Ooh,
when I became a warlock.
I lost my Umi and Baba. Maybe pain,
Maybe that's a thing.
shared pain provides us warlockiness.
Maybe.
Who is your friend?
My friend was another Kenku, the only other one I had ever seen or met in my entire life.
Okay.
And we used to go and steal things.
As you would, yes.
Yes.
Understood.
And we were supposed to. His name was Catcall.
Cat call and cacophony, huh?
Yes.
Nice.
And we were going to steal something that was a book. We started
This book?
stealing. No, it was
Oh,
not
just a
this book.
different book.
Just a different one.
Okay.
And so we were stealing information, and something went really, really wrong.
Okay.
And my friend died. And when I woke up, I could do magic.
Can I tell you something
Yes.
that I haven't told really anyone?
Yes.
So, I put the ring on, right? And I didn't know it did anything for me until about a year. And some magic started to happen, and I thought like, whoa, I'm lucky, I'm a sorcerer. And then almost immediately after, I started getting these weird dreams, and then I started to notice
Oh.
how the parts of the dream would happen in real life, and they would try to kill me.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, dark creatures with red beady eyes.
How often does that happen?
The dreams?
Yeah.
Literally every night.
Oh.
It's reoccurring.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, it's not fun. I don't enjoy sleep.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But, so that started to happen. I told Aliquin, and then Aliquin made a couple of phone calls. It's not a thing. And next thing I knew, he placed me with Mango Bar on another plane of existence to hide me. So
Did it help?
it did until the fighting pits. I still had the dreams, but I didn't have anything after me. And then the fighting pit happened, and we killed the person with the black mask or the silver mask, and then the black creatures with the beady eyes came out. And
Oh.
bad things have happened since then. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's not good.
So the two of you continue to kind of get to know each other and hear each other's stories of how you learned of your powers and things like this. And you talk a little bit. I need each of you to roll perception checks.
I wasted all of my good rolls on our one shot.
Eight.
14.
8.
The heat
I'm
of
sorry,
the plane.
17.
The heat of the plane doesn't make for a very comfortable rest. But you don't see anything come across your path to bother you before you go over to Hugo and Celine and wake them for their watch.
Okay.
And you both kind of turn in for your own sleep. Hugo and Celine, you take the second watch. If there's any conversation you care to have, feel free to do so.
Well, what a day, huh?
You know, I've thought that to myself every single day I wake up on this plane.
Yeah. Sometimes I just can't wait to get back home. Someday.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry you didn't get the information you were looking for.
I know. I was so close too. I only had a couple
Much
more,
longer?
only a couple more months in those pits to fight, and I would have got the information I was after.
Do you really think that they would have given it to you, though?
I hope so. I mean, why else? Otherwise, I would have
Well, they would have
given
lost...
7 years of my life for nothing.
I know, but You were the champion. I highly doubt that they would have let you go. They would have found some other stipulation or condition, or just kept dangling it out of your reach so that you'd stay.
Yeah, I suppose.
So what do you plan to do when we get back to the city?
I don't know. I mean, that guy that we met, you know, he told me, or he said, if I stayed with this group, I would find what I'm looking for. So, I guess I just stay with this group until I find what I'm looking for.
I don't think it's possible he meant it in like some annoyingly metaphorical way of like peace or something.
You never know with them types, but you know,
You should have heard the sermons I used to get at Abbey all the time.
You know, it is kind of strange. I mean, while I might not claim to be much of a religious man, like, you know, like some of the rest of our compadres here, but sometimes I got to tell you, I think there's always a bigger power at play. It seems like fates are aligned and things have a way to just work out in the most uncanny of ways.
I hope so.
Yeah, I do too.
While we're talking, I would look over at Helgi's body. Is it moving? Anything changed?
Ray is sleeping with it just kind of next to her. But Ray's kind of like starfished
Yeah, that makes sense.
on the ash, and Helgi's...
Is he like sprawled on top of her chest?
No, he's just off to the side on a blanket.
Like a teddy bear?
You've put a blanket under him, and he's
Tied
just
hands, tied
his
feet.
hands tied and feet are tied, and he's just there.
That-
Eyes closed. You've closed his eyes, and it looks as if he's a captured goblin in slumber. There is a slight rise and fall to his chest.
That one there's a strange one. I don't understand what he is, but I don't know. I think it's kind of weird and kind of scares me a little bit that
It's kind of weird.
that, you know, some other soul just might enter his body at any moment. I don't know about this.
Well, there are some people who their soul possesses a property more like water, where it flows easier. And some have used that ability to astrally project themselves and develop that talent, but others have souls that are rigidly adhered to the body that they are in. And sometimes there's no bringing them back when that's passed on. No
Yeah.
matter how many times you cast Revivify or Raise Dead, sometimes it just doesn't happen. I don't know which one this is.
Yeah. Well, I kind of
just-
like that Helgi guy, and I hope he's all right wherever he is right now.
I mean, he was a vast improvement over the one who slit my throat, that's true. I feel bad.
You both kind of chuckle and laugh, and Hugo, you can't help but notice a bit of sadness that crosses Celine as she quickly tries to break the tension with a little joke. You kind of make little small talk. It's pleasant conversation, but you get the sense that she stares out over the cinder wastes. She's lost in her thoughts a little bit. Please, each of you roll a perception check.
Roll higher.
Rocks fall, we die.
Rocks fall die.
I got us. 23.
Perception, you said? 26.
Dream team.
17 and 14.
You both, well, Hugo, you don't have dark vision.
I do not.
Celine, you, I think an Aasimar does.
Yeah.
Yep. So
It'd be
technically,
really funny if we did.
it would. You
Ah,
are,
find the darkness!
you don't have a fire or anything like that. It is rather dark when the nightfall concords because there's no stars. It's just a magical darkness that covers the flaming atmosphere of fire above.
Flaming hellscape.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
this place.
So,
0 out of 5 out of
so
Airbnb.
Hugo,
Totally
you
would
can
not
roll with
recommend.
disadvantage. Not that it matters.
Oh, it does. I want to be cool.
That would be a 23 then.
Darn you!
Celine seems to... Her eye catches something to the east, where you know the elemental plane of air is strongest.
Do you see that? Look.
And almost silhouetted against what looks to be on the horizon, kind of the swirling maelstrom that never ceases of winds and the storm that rages. Not the storm that you're seeking to quell, but just the storm of elemental air. There's a small speck, maybe larger than a speck, maybe more like a
Spock.
what would be like a bird flying overhead in a sky. You see it moving with rather slowly, lazily, but intentionally. Something that must be very large. Flying. Not towards you. And then it just kind of disappears into the mountain range that is at the base of this maelstrom. You both kind of shudder to think what meeting something that big up close might be. But otherwise, you go through the evening.
Moink is a war cry. Moink, moink.
The night without issue. You wake up the next day. And that's where we will pick up. Our
Roll
next
for
session.
initiative as Imix comes back.
Actually, well, if someone wants to roll in the d20, we can do that now.
Let's do it.
Now
so
bring
I
him
know
back.
what
Let's
to
see Imix
so I know
again.
what to prepare for next week.
Lucky number 13.
Oh, good. Imix Jr.
Okay.
appears.
It's Amex. It's its cousin. Buy all the things. This money's free.
Got it. So
Is it good?
I'll give a brief. We'll set it up with this. And before I do this, dice giveaway.
Second one?
Second dice giveaway. If you would like your opportunity to win the second set of dice, 491 Phantom won the blue set, I believe.
Yep.
So this is the golden set, or a $5 gift card to DM's Guild, whatever your choice.
What is DM's Guild?
DM's Guild is an online marketplace for all kinds of D&D content, some of which is official, and most of which is homebrewed. Really, really cool stuff on
Like
there.
a Patreon sort of thing? You can buy use of stuff?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep, lots of resources. A lot of it's free, or pay what you want, so to speak, and the good stuff has a price to it. A lot of old D&D products, 3rd edition, 4th edition, that you can buy there in electronic form.
Cool.
So really cool things. Maps, STL files for 3D printing, things like that. Exclamation point, soul, S-O-U-L, exclamation point, soul, for your chance to win the other set of dice or that gift card.
Whoa. How did I not know about this?
Exclamation point, soul. And Vampire, thanks for the link in the chat. Exclamation point, soul, for your chance to win a gift card or the dice. The beautiful thing about the gift card and why we decided to add this is because we don't need to wait weeks and months to ship it.
Who's this we?
Practice.
I'm French
You have
right
a mouse
now.
in your
I'm
pocket?
French. Yes, it's me. Yeah, because I'm pathetic and busy and lots excuse. You know,
It's okay. It's okay.
excuses
Keep
are like
going.
buttholes.
Ray's gonna punch him.
Everyone's yes. Exclamation point soul for your chance to win those dice. On your travel the next day, you wake up rested, no longer any exhaustion for you. And your path towards the oasis of Buckfot the Blind takes you across an interesting cave like
I want to go in.
an interesting cave-like formation. At the throat of the cave, you see what look to be essentially two petrified skeletons, bodies, of corpses that look to be picked clean. They look humanoid. One, impossible to tell if it was a human or an elf or a half-elf, or one is a dwarf. Nothing of value left on their corpses. You get the sense that there might be more within the cave, if you care to investigate. And so essentially, outside of the game, what this is for you is an one-shot type of cave encounter that you can choose to engage with or just move on from, your choice. So that would be the option for the start of next episode. This is the third day of travel.
It was 5 days, right?
Well, yeah, so you'll have 2 more rolls on the random encounter table after this.
Okay.
So that's where we'll pick up with the ominous corpses and
That
the
are clearly
potential
inviting.
No, let's go in there.
the potential to explore a cave. So, exclamation point soul for your chance to win those dice. And we hope to see you next Tuesday night as we pick up from here, starting at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, as we continue to loot, die, and repeat. Have a great night, everyone.